Hello, everybody.
Greetings, my
Welcome
little
Hello.
munchkins.
to our game here.
Never do that again.
Why are
Hello
we
there.
here? Just to suffer.
Yep. Well, welcome. We are playing our Saturday night campaign, the Linnunrata. This is hello. Ooh, let me turn down my sound. Ooh, so we can hear that echo. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Where this is the Adventurers League put on by the Adventurers League Discord server. You can check our link down below. It's a Discord server where you can come play D&D. We have lots of different things for you. We play Adventurers League organized play. We also just started a new thing called Wandering Realms, which is an organized play system that allows you to have characters that can play games in any setting, including Eberron, Wildmount from Critical Role, Homebrew, and Ravnica, and anything like that, Spelljammer, all that kind of good stuff. And it's your way for you to have a consistent character that can play through all these crazy adventures and the crazy things that DMs come up with. And if you're interested or curious, check the links below. Also, check if you're looking for cool D&D merch. There's a link down below. Devin, one of our players' shops.
Artistic D&D teas.
Yeah, there we go.
They're super nice. They're very cozy. They good shipping.
Good.
It's very good all around.
This is not one of them, but pretend this is one.
Also,
And then it looks
Devin's
really good on
real
me.
pretty.
And then
no one
buy
makes
it.
that face sad.
Yeah. See, you don't want to make her sad. Only smiles should be on that face.
Also, if you are a Amazon Prime member, you are enrolled automatically in Twitch Prime, which gives you a free sub to any Twitch channel once a month.
Yes.
So
Like this
go
one.
ahead and click that subscribe
Yes.
button. Scroll
Please give
down.
us
There should be a
money.
button that says subscribe for free.
Mhm.
Click on that as well, and then you'll be notified whenever this channel
Yeah.
goes live,
Mm-hmm.
as
If
well
you
as
haven't
helping
yet-
support this channel
Subscribe.
without having to spend any of your own money.
Yep. If
Yeah,
you haven't yet,
exactly.
you can also hit the follow button if you want to talk at all. We're always watching.
By the way, what's our first milestone, Julian?
6.
1.
Also, if you do become a Twitch subscriber to this channel and you join our server, you will have a special role set to you. So, if we're Twitch subscribers, so in the Adventures League Discord. So, thank you very much for any of that. All right, let's go ahead and get things rolling here. Last time, let's see, what has our party been up to? Oh yeah,
Dying. We were dying in the woods.
Dying
Yeah.
is strong words. Only one of us died.
I mean, we got brought back by another god, but still.
Two of us were close.
Our lovely party has, on their way to Khaerball, got sidetracked and came to a city called Honey Puddle, where they encountered a pudding fair being put on, which they soon found out the city had been cursed and was now they were now forced to relive the same day over and over again. Through much trial and error and exploration and cursing the very gods themselves at their luck for getting stuck in this city, they figured out what was the cause, which was a gnomish god of murder, greed, and cruelty, who had cursed the town to be repeated day after day. And with the help of a halfling god, disguised as a sweet old lady, Nanny Cowslip, they were able to banish the gnomish god away, and I believe that is where we find the players today. You should be in the woods, I believe is still where we were. Yep. You guys have just finished off the gnomish god had convinced the bandits to try to help him. You guys managed to deal with them, as well as a couple of other minions that he brought forth. You also had the help of Elsie here, who did a little bit to help out. while you guys kept the gnomish god distracted. So Cyril Lali, the halfling god who's going by Nanny Cowslip, was able to perform a ritual to banish him away. And you're hoping to break the curse. So that's where we find ourselves, everybody. You guys have just finished defeating that and kind of taking your first breaths after the battle here.
So, is this what I'm going to expect traveling with all of you?
I
Oh,
bloody hope not. That was so
I don't know
aggravating.
what you mean, but I'm gonna lay down here. You guys come find me in the morning.
Jackson, are you
Not at
alive?
all.
Jackson?
You all are looking rather worse for wear, aren't you?
I think Ian's dead too.
Ian's. Hey, Ian, you're right, actually.
Yes.
Ian's great.
Okay.
I'm at 0
Jackson.
HP. I am dead. This is method acting.
I think you guys have been.
We're
No,
not
no,
at
you guys have
zero.
been. You guys were. You
I
guys
thought
were.
you got zapped to 1 or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
you were.
No,
You guys were brought back. That's right. I forgot. A couple of our characters were killed in the last session, but thanks to the halfling god, she was able to bring you back to life. So you should have 1 HP there.
I'm not okay.
That could have went better.
I think it went as good as it did.
Could have gone worse, that's for sure. All right, I have a.
Elsie is just going to be kind of like, well, that was something. Well, I hope this is all dealt with. I'll leave the details to you. I think I can win another game or two before the pudding fair closes. So,
Elsie, before you go,
yes.
here, this is for you. Deal's the deal. I'll give her the 10 gold.
she laughs and says, "Ah, well, I should have known you'd be good for it. Thank you very much, and good luck." And
Ciao, puppet.
you hear as she runs back starts heading back the honey puddle to the fair. You hear her pockets full of change. She's kind of just
You can see
she is
Vintash just-
loaded up.
She has a wonderful head on her shoulders.
So what now, folks?
Well, I have a bow to get, but I believe the rest of you should be, well, resting. I mean, look at you.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I'll rest here. You get the bow. That's all I got.
Hunter, I'm not leaving you alone in the woods.
I'll carry it.
I'm not alone. I got Chuck. I'll be fine, most likely.
I'm
You
all.
want me to carry you?
I'm not
Very
moving.
reassuring. Well, I don't. Can anybody even lift you?
No, I believe not.
Nanny Cowslip, seeing that you guys, the halfling god, Cyril Lali, seeing you guys kind of like, what am I going to do, like, about getting around as you guys are limping forth. You hear she kind of turns and puts, 2 fingers to her in between her lips and lets out a loud whistle. And you're not sure, like, it is piercingly loud, and it's like, some people are good at that. They're able to just do that crazy loud whistle.
Julian, I reduced the damage by 3.
And you see that as you kind of like wait, you guys your ears still ringing a little bit from that, from hearing it. A moment later, you hear something coming from the forest, from the direction of Honey Puddle.
Does it sound like a friend?
It's you hear like sounds like some crashing, something heavy and big. Like you hear.
We're about to die. Just let me die here. Just don't. I'll let it take me. I don't care.
After all that emotional turmoil with the other three, I don't bloody well think so.
It's okay. If it's a bad thing, we can just push while they're at it.
Oh, thank you.
Never mind, I guess.
Appreciate that, I guess.
I don't like that plan, but I don't have the energy to even reach for my sword right now, so
Jesus.
As you guys, so as you guys kind of like just, all right, what is it? If Vintash probably one of the few, and Medi and Lincoln who have a little bit of well, and Damalia. Damalia hasn't
The
got
three
too much.
people that use second wind at the very end of the fight.
Yeah, you kind of prepare yourself. You see, coming down the path, suddenly you see three huge kittens just pulling a chariot as they come bounding through, and you see the chariot just behind them bouncing as they're kind of all three of them, as you see they kind of come up right past Vintash and Huntar. Kind of, you guys both have to dodge out of the way to the side
I
as the
don't think
chariot goes
Huntar's
past
dodging.
you. They come right up. They come right. Well, Hunter more like falls to the side, and they
Hunter's
go right
already
up to,
laying on the ground.
yeah, and they come right up to Nanny Cowslip, and and the chariot kind of stops, and she says, "Well, those of you who are a little too weak to walk, you can take a ride here. Snap, Crackle, and Popper will be glad to give you a ride."
Snap,
God, they were named
crackle,
that.
and
Sounds
pop.
good to me.
Oh my God,
Man,
Julian. I love it.
You see, you see she's oh boy, you see she's kind of giving all the kittens little scritches behind the ears and stuff like that, and they're just mewling like kittens do, even though they're like, you know, 4 foot tall at the shoulder. But so I imagine that a few of you, Huntar, Wilder, Jackson, you guys get loaded into the chariot, and you guys begin making your way back to the town of Honey Puddle. You guys find yourselves. She takes you kind of back to the. She drops you off at the inn, and so you guys can get checked in. And she kind of says, "Well, if it worked, hopefully tomorrow will be the day after the pudding fair. But there'll still be some booths, and I should still be around. Come see me, and I might have a few more candies for you. Be good little children, and don't stay up past your bedtime." And she kind of
Right
gives
to
you
you, Mama.
and she says, "You've all done a very good deed today." And she kind of takes her kittens and heads back into the city.
Well, it wasn't entirely my choice. If anyone needs me.
Yeah, I'm
Go
going.
get your ball. Go get
Yeah,
your ball.
as you guys are coming through Honey Puddle, you do see that the pudding fair is in kind of the afterglow of the event, as it's ended, but people are still kind of milling about. The lights are still on. People haven't kind of gone home yet. Most of the vendors are kind of just starting to close up shop.
Wilder immediately just goes in the room, not even talking to anybody. Goes to sleep. Doesn't even do his ritual he usually does.
Yeah,
I'm
I follow him right in because we share the same room.
I need to walk this off.
Damalia is beelining for the archery range.
Hunter, do
good.
you need help getting to the room, or are you gonna be okay?
I'll be fine. Just gonna take me a while to get up there. Like, give me like 30 minutes. It's a long crawl.
I'd rather help you up the stairs than have you crawl up them, friend.
Yeah. As you guys are there, like Lincoln, and you're picking up Huntar.
Should I
You
like
see
sling him
the-
over my shoulder, like just have his
Yeah.
arm over my shoulder, and just walk him up the stairs?
You see the two carriage drivers come walking in, and they both have like their faces has smearings of pudding on their face, and they're just like they both got a pint of cider, and they come in and they're like, "Ah, to our heroes!" And they have no idea what you've done. They're just they seem rather drunk.
My trigger finger's itching, boys.
Have like just 2 like gaping knife wounds in my stomach. It's fine. Oh,
Poorly.
They look at you like, well, you guys need some rest.
we're aware. Thank you.
They're like, well, we need to sleep it off too. Bright and early in the morning, right?
Yep.
All right.
God, I hope so.
They go off and they start singing a song. They as they walk off, they're like, ay, 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 ay.
Favorite song.
Lincoln, I think that singing is going to be what puts the final nail in my coffin.
I'm not far behind you, Huntar.
Damalia, as you head to the archery contest, you do see that you see that they're the guy there, the let me see what's his name. Says Sazaver Gear Click, a gnome there. You see the one who was running the show. He's he's packing everything up and kind of undoing all the tracks, like the ropes and everything, as you walk up.
Good day, sir. Good evening, I suppose. I believe we have something to collect.
He says, our champion has returned. He says, of course, I was beginning to wonder if you'd gotten too wrapped up in the festivities. He goes over, you see he goes behind where, like, so there's the where you stand to shoot from, and there's like a little barrier there. And on the other side of it, he's got this little lock box, this long lock box, and he opens it up. And he pulls out the prize, and he says, and here you go to the winner with our record, all-time record. Nobody's ever beaten it before. And you see a cherry wood short bow, which is valued about 100 gold pieces.
Damn.
Yeah.
And it's got it's this cherry. It's very nice, and it comes in it's got this like little bow that says "Putting Fair Champion" on it.
Oh, it's cute.
Mhm.
Let me just add it to my inventory.
He says, now, if you come back next year, we'll have to see if anybody's gotten good enough to even come close, or we'll have to come up with something new if you to give you a challenge.
Oh, well, I'll certainly have to come back then. Who knows? I might even top my record.
He says, well, have a good night, my lady, and congratulations.
You as well, Sarah. Take care. We're just gonna go off. I have my bow. Yes.
Can't wait to pull the rug out of you and restart the day. No, just
No! Don't you
Stop me,
dare!
Julian, I
think
will
all
quit the
of us would
campaign.
I think we'd all just give up if we had to restart again.
be like,
Submit
Yeah.
our resignations.
I'm done with this campaign. I know one way to end it.
Oh, trust me, when Julian wants us, 8 days later, like months later, hey, we're back in Pudding Town.
You wake up and our character's gonna have nightmares of waking up in this
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
fucking town.
No one can stand the scent of pudding anymore.
Oh,
So,
been traumatized
Um,
by sock puppet shows.
so Vintash, yeah, you go walking through. You take a little walk. Roll me a d10.
Okay.
You get attacked by 1d10 griffins. 5.
All right, very good. You see, I don't know if you saw it earlier, but some of the other ones do. You see, as you're walking through, you see a gnome that is walking on stilts, and he's like kind of stepping through the crowd, and he's got, you see, he's being pestered by a few of the children who are trying to get the rest of the candy. They're like, hey, come on, what you got? You got any left? Got any candies left? And he kind of looks at his bag, and he's like, well, I got a couple left. And you see, as he's up on the stilts, he kind of like takes the bag and just empties the bag, and you see just candies just
Aw.
everywhere. And like the kids, like, there's this moment where the kids, it's like they're looking up and it's like sparkling stars of candy just raining down upon them, and then
One of them just takes a jawbreaker to the eye and just goes,
Oh.
oh.
I go over,
they-
grab a cider, and I start looking, and I start like reminiscing from the days when my mom used to bring me here.
And yeah, and so the little kids start grabbing it up, and all the little candy, and they tell you to go ahead and they say, we got a little bit of the last quarter of this cask still to go. We don't really want to take it home. If you take, you can have it if you like, sir. It's a
Yeah.
cask about like this big,
Mhm.
but they say that only like a quarter of it's left.
I'm gonna, I just take it with me. I grab a portable cup and I start just pouring it on. I just like, as my arm's on it with one hand, and the other hand, I just like start pouring and continue to drink, and I'm gonna continue walking around.
It's a good thing you got one of them portable cups. You don't want those ones that can't be taken around.
The cup actually comes with its own cup holder.
Well, let me phrase this: reusable, or rather, the one. What's what I'm looking?
I know it.
Yeah.
No,
And
he
then-
hands you a red solo cup. That's the best you get for today.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The red solo cups,
No more, no less.
disposable cups. And then at some point, I'm guessing I meet up with Damalia.
Yeah, you see Damalia walking back, holding a nice shiny new bow.
It suits you.
Oh, thank you, dear. Enjoying yourself?
We almost died. What do you think?
It was interesting. I just can't wait to be out of this accursed place.
You're not the only one. I can't even see the sight of it. I haven't even had the.
I'd stay far away from here, then. I'm pretty sure we're right outside the Woodington.
Yeah, let's get out. You want cider?
Oh, I would love some. Thank you.
I pour some of my own cup and I give it to her since there's no other cups around.
Cheers.
Assuming. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. It's all right.
Can you believe it? Damalia doesn't have her own portable cup.
Oh no, perish the thought. Just gonna have to get other people to buy my drinks for me. Gosh darn.
That never happened before.
I'm almost done with this. I got another 10th left. Oh man.
Oh, that's for tonight. You are going to have fun.
I mean, it's not alcoholic. Is it alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
It is alcoholic, but it's very light. It's not. It's
Yeah.
like not a, you know.
I think I might put this on the caravan and the wagon for tomorrow. It's a long
Sure.
travel back to Khaerball. I guess half a day left.
All right, but I want to see a keg stand when you pop that sucker open.
It is already open. And I
Well,
switched
when
it
you
around.
finally decide to drink it.
Sure, I will. You know what? I put it down and I get on top of it and I start drinking it
Chug, 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 chug.
in the front of the thing.
So much
do
for
I need
me
to make
asking
const-
if I could get some cider when he came back.
Oh, fuck.
Give me a Constitution save. Yeah.
Woo! Wolfie.
Okay,
Damn.
20. Yeah, you managed to down it all. As you kind of land, you have just a split second where you kind of like you have to kind of like get your bearings for just a second, and then like you feel a little rumbling in your stomach, and then you just and then it comes up and you just let out the loudest belch you've ever let out, and it just you see several people around kind of start you see like gnomes and halflings that are there for the putting fair, and they're walking home too. You see they start clapping for you as you let out this.
Thank you. I'm here until tomorrow morning.
Nice one.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. God.
Any events you saw around for the last night here? The
Well,
last minutes?
I got my bow, so I wasn't too sure what to do. I might hit up the stepping stone, like skipping stone. What about you?
I don't know. I'm just kind of walking around at this.
The inn might not be too bad. I know the others got an early night. You look like you wouldn't hurt from having one.
Yeah.
As you're walking, you are gnome walks up to you, and she kind of says, excuse me, and you look over and you see this gnome. Of course, she's only about 3 feet tall or so. You see she's got like a suitcase, and you see there's kind of like this very festive and brightly colored little like suitcase. And she says, are you friends or with um, the man who was made of metal, with the like a machine?
Oh, you're talking about Medi.
Yes. Are you friends with him?
Something of the sort. Do you have something for him?
She, kind of. I just wanted to, if you see him, give him my thanks. He was, I was the jester today, and just tell him Poppy said thank you. He helped with a problem, a member of our audience today, and helped make it a wonderful performance.
I will pass the thanks along. I'm sure he'll be glad to hear that it all went smoothly.
Well, thank you. Have a good night.
You as well, madame.
She kind of heads off.
We're with a group of good people, aren't we?
Something like that. I guess it depends on your definition of good.
Not wrong. You still skipping stones?
Yeah, I think the lake will be quite nice this evening. Are you joining me?
You know what? I might as well. I'm still walking around.
Wonderful.
Okay. I guess I go to
Yeah, I guess head there, chill until it gets dark, and then
It's
turn
dark.
into
Remember, it's like it's about 10 or 11 p.m. ish.
Chill till it gets dark +2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chill till advanced darkness, and then we'll go in.
Yeah.
Skipping stones to chill.
Son.
Yeah, I'll stick around for like another hour or two, and then head to bed.
I'm sort of just trying to my best to relieve stress. Whatever happened is like on Vintash right now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good. If you guys skipping stones, give me a couple dexterity checks.
Oh my.
Sure.
Just to see.
Why not?
Oh.
Pretty
Oh.
All right.
We got some competition here.
That is a save, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Shit.
What is your just dex check?
It's the same modifier.
Okay, then yeah, so same.
Proficient.
Yeah, fighters don't get dexterity. Go figure.
We get strength and constitution. I'm like, that's
sure
pretty good.
Do.
We sure do.
Oh, there! Wow, I didn't know I could do that, but wow.
You did quite well.
They say that you see somebody that's kind of walking by says, "Those were both impressive. They wouldn't have won, but they're both impressive."
Thank you. I think.
I don't know what to say to that.
Just the humble brag.
See the humdinger this girl threw.
You know what, Damalia? You know what? I'm gonna give you and I give her guidance by saying, Pop used to say, whenever someone says that, you challenge them, just to prove it to yourself. You can do better than that.
I don't need to prove to myself to this man, but all right, sure.
We're in the festival. I might as well have fun.
He's already like the one you're talking about is already kind of just started to wander away.
I'm not about to waste his guidance. He wants me to throw, I'll throw. Okay, I'll use my inspiration on that.
No, use your inspiration. Okay.
19.
Oh.
It was not better,
Oh,
but it was close.
That's good enough, and I throw my own.
Pretend my question mark is a slug.
At this point, I'm just gonna try to make fun, light conversation with Damalia as just lessen the mood, because I'm still fucking wiped out. Vintash is still wiped.
Yeah.
Mentally shut.
Very
Okay.
good. So Yeah, you guys eventually, as you guys kind of hang out for a bit, you probably find your way back to the inn, I imagine.
Yeah, once it starts getting darker.
Yeah.
Very good. We'll get back over there. All right, very good. So you guys find your sleep. Some of you out much quicker than others as you are recuperating, and you guys all get a long rest. And it is
Thank God.
I flick Jackson, Huntar, and Wilder on the side of the head to deal 1 damage to knock them all unconscious.
The final betrayal.
Never expected it.
Go to sleep.
remember the aid has worn off, so you're back at your normal levels.
My normal level of 35.
Wow, nice fortunes. Holy shit.
Those are good.
So
You're gonna
28.
fuck
Those are
someone's
good.
day up.
It's just,
You-
yeah.
You either want porns to be like 5 and under or 15 and above. Anything in between, you're like, this is worthless.
This is mad. And you can guarantee a mediocre roll on something.
Eh.
So as you guys do have a nice long sleep, and you guys hear the crow of a rooster awakens you from your slumber. As you hear a voice from the street below.
No.
That's it.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Julian, please. Have mercy.
This is the debate they always get you with.
Yeah.
Pudding Festival 2!
Voice from below that says, anybody? Plenty Pete Peltz and his 3 daughters have gone missing. Has anyone seen them?
Oh, thank God.
Or are we gonna try to save them?
No!
As you guys, as you guys kind of hear this, you have a moment where you guys are, of course, worried as you hear the crow. I mean, the rooster would still be crowing every morning. But you hear a knock at your doors. I would say, Jackson, probably your door. Or I'm sorry, Huntar. They saw you in Lincoln. So the carriage drivers are knocking at your door. They say, "Are you guys getting ready to go? We're gonna be out in the stable whenever. We can head off to Khaerball."
I'm already out the door.
We'll be down shortly.
It's gonna take a minute. Lincoln, I heard a lot. I don't like this.
I know.
I get a beer for everyone at the tavern.
We can hold off on the training that we talked about for today.
Yeah. Vintash, it is promptly sunrise and you are having a beer?
I'm sore. I want to numb it.
I have a newfound respect for you. Most people cannot handle a beer at approximately 6 to 8 a.m. And Hunter will plop down next to you and just down his beer.
I love group bonding.
I know mine too.
You're seeing that Medi comes and sits down next to you. He's like, "I don't know why you have such a problem with this," and he takes it and just drinks it all.
Medi do. What was her name? Pippi, Shenzi, Poppy. Poppy, that was it. Poppy wanted to say thank you for helping with the show.
Oh, he kind of. That's nice of her. I'm glad. Yeah. And he kind of sits there and ruminates on it quietly.
Medi, do you have a liver? Like an artificial liver?
I don't believe so. I mean, I'm able to process if I intake food and drink. It is processed out. It's like I'm not sure the exact mechanics of it. I've never actually opened myself up.
I'd love to see your inner workings. Must be a treat.
I would too, actually.
He's
Are
like,
you both flirting with Medi?
No, this is mostly for academic purposes.
I'm
not sure
mostly
about the volume.
curious. I'm mostly just curious.
Vintash,
Purposes.
thank you for the beer. Oh, okay, I'm going to the stables.
Medi kind of scratches his head and he's like, if you are seeing my insides, it probably means that there's no good to my outsides anymore.
Hmm. That would be a shame, wouldn't it?
I would think so.
You astonish. You truly do.
Nothing.
Wilder, how you doing? You wake up and
He
it does
immediately
appear to be the
wakes
next
up.
day.
He immediately wakes up and then goes to the stables, not talking to anybody.
Yeah,
But Wilder, it's hops. It's vegan.
Mm, mm.
I mean, there's some yeast in there.
Vegan.
Is yeast vegan?
It's bacteria. Bacteria's vegan.
Mhm.
Did anyone else hear that message about the missing children? Are we doing anything about that, or are we
No.
just okay?
We just saved this entire town from a devastating time loop. The local law enforcement could deal with finding some missing fucking children.
Thank God.
Wilder, give me a history check.
Actually, we might know where they
Okay.
are.
We might.
We
Really?
know where they
They
are.
were
Actually.
tied to a tree,
They were tied to a tree in the woods.
Oh right.
Last time.
but we were already
Those
there.
children.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I checked. I
uh,
checked for that. Didn't?
You guys,
Damn.
yeah, you guys saved some people. These don't appear to be. They doesn't seem to match
It's
what you guys.
different
what you
missing
said.
children.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
you know what?
Mm.
I just
Wilder,
attribute it
you
to halfling
remember-
luck.
Wilder, you remember when you were flying around looking for his Erdlin's hut?
Mhm.
Do you remember you came across what appeared to be arms and legs and heads sticking out of the ground?
Mhm.
They, you kind of thinking back on it, you're like, yeah, I think that was probably about 4 people.
Okay.
Oh.
He keeps that
Awkward.
to himself. And he stays in the stables.
Yeah. You see the carriage drivers are there, kind of getting everything going and getting the horses ready to get set out.
Good morning, Wilder.
Morning, Lincoln.
Morning, Wilder. Morning, Lincoln.
You sound enthusiastic.
Morning. I'm ready for Khaerball.
Likewise.
Likewise. I wouldn't mind seeing home again.
Jackson, Damalia, who was stopping by Granny Gumdrops over there, or are we just leaving?
Yeah, she's
She's
candy,
a god.
doesn't
She
she?
can like teleport if she wants us.
Her candy might be worthwhile though, considering didn't it give us some pretty nice boosts?
I mean, I have to go over there. She, kind of works for my god, so I have no choice. It's just a matter of if you guys are coming with me or not.
I'll come with. May
Yeah,
as well.
Damalia and some of you who had the ones that lasted for 24 hours, it's still actually in effect.
Oh, I thought it was long rest.
It lasts
Holy
24
shit.
hours. So you wake up and Damalia, your speed is still doubled.
And I get advantage on all my saves.
For another 4 or 5 hours or so. But you guys didn't take it till later in the afternoon.
I
So
personally.
you guys head over to you head over to her booth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going. I'm not sure if Jackson is.
No, I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Understandable.
I'm relaying on the.
The rest of us are just sitting in the cart, just like,
Yeah.
I'm already reading my book, but it's already plopped in my face, and I'm sleeping.
As you guys arrive, you see she's there, and you see Snap, Crackle, and Pop, her 3 big enlarged kittens there, she's hooking them up to her chariot, and you see she's got her little kind of stowing away their little jar of magic candies and things like that, and she sees you two coming, and she's, you made it. I was worried you slept in and decided to head out, straight out.
Good morning. That is most of our companions today, but Hunter wanted to talk to you, and I just wanted to say hi.
All right.
I felt obligated to come here.
God decided to kill my internet.
You're not coming to see my kittens? Bad.
Yep.
Well, I wanted to just thank you once again for doing a good deed. And she kind of goes over to her magic jar and she grabs a handful she's going to hold it out to you. Whoever's so she has a handful of the magic candies. Who
I'll
takes it?
grab it.
Okay, Huntar. Okay, so she'll pour them into your hand, and there appears to be about 8 of them.
Oh,
when
thank
count
you,
it.
Granny.
And she's
Thank you very
going to go. She fishes something out of her pocket, and she says, "And well, this is for one of you, whoever you decide that you need it. Since halflings are known for their luck, I'll give you. This is a stone of good luck for you."
Ooh. Oh, it's a kitten. Oh, that's quite cute.
And you see, it looks like Pop, one of her kittens. And she says, "So I'll let you decide. 8 candies total." She says, "I'll let you decide who needs it most in your group. If you're ever in the area again, you're always welcome."
Thank you very much.
Hi,
I
Granny.
can guarantee we'll probably never be in this area again.
She
Well, I
laughs.
have an archery competition to win again. But
That's understandable.
alright, we should probably peel out.
Yeah.
Be careful. Don't forget to do good deeds.
Yeah.
So, yep.
And then I'll distribute 1 candy out to everybody when we get to the stables.
Okay,
Alright.
very good.
One,
Yep.
two, three.
Well, you guys get back in. You guys get to the stables. You kind of load up again. Who is riding on top? Remember, there was 6 seats, so there's 6 seats below and 2 seats on the roof.
Damalia is absolutely going on top.
Okay.
But what about the carriage?
Well, you know.
I could ride up top again if no one else wants to.
Go
Please
ahead.
come, darling. You're always welcome.
Yeah, I think you should take that bullet for us.
I give him a thumbs up.
Bullet?
I'll tell you when you're older.
You know how he is.
Okay.
Up on up.
As you guys make your way up onto there, the carriage driver says, "All right, I think we've all had enough fun here." And they
Yep.
he looks at the other driver, and they kind of grin, and you can, as he hitches the horses, you hear a few little, a little bit of change of coins jingling in their pockets as well.
It wouldn't be a hard
And
shot.
you guys return to the road, heading back to Khaerball.
Oh, by the way, Lincoln, before you go up there, tell Damalia you got this.
What?
What?
Tell Damalia you got this.
God.
Don't worry about it. You understand.
Also, as we're leaving the carriage, like Wilder just flips all of them, all like the entire village off as they're leaving. Just does not stop.
I get still on my face. I give Wilder a thumbs up.
Vintash told me to tell you that I've got this. I don't know what that means or why I was supposed to tell you that.
But you've got this.
I don't know.
Hmm. I wonder.
Very confusing. Do you think he's flirting with me now too?
You are very attractive, Lincoln. I'm sure if he swings that way, it wouldn't be remiss. You could talk to him about it. I'm sure that'll go over wonderfully.
I think I'm just going to meditate for now, if that's okay with you.
That's all right. I'll just be enjoying the view.
Okay. All right. Very good. So yeah, you guys begin heading on. It's about a half a day's ride there. So, as you guys, at about as it gets to about noon or so, the carriage drivers call back and they say, "If you check, there's a box in the underneath your seats. We packed some lunches for you. Some leftovers from the pudding fair."
Can't be
So
mad at
help
you
me if
looking
there's
at this
pudding
free
in there.
lunches.
Please don't.
Thank you. I'll take the bullet for the team. I'll check to see what's in the boxes.
seems like there's a. It looks like they basically like they did gather up a bunch of food from there. So there's like little like just an assortment of food, different like meats and things like that, and a bunch of pudding as well is in there. So
Uh, do
Damn
you
it.
tell him about the pudding? Do you tell Walder or anybody else?
I can't be as mad at them anymore. It's mostly safe.
Can
Well, I found some berries.
no, that's not. Can I take this pudding? Can I be? I need the pudding.
You're
You
a
need the
grown ass
pudding.
man. I think you can handle a few spoons of pudding.
I'm
This
not
is our lunch.
Just
Oh.
give me the pudding, Wilder.
fine. Leave it. Leave it.
Ugh.
So, yep, you guys have lunch, I guess, as you guys continue heading on. And let's see here. You guys
I'm gonna
will.
use this time to attune to that stone of good luck.
Go for it.
At this point, you see while like Vintash trying to stretch, he realizes he's not very limber, but
Did you
he's
guys,
trying.
Did you guys tell us about the Stone of Good Luck, or did Hunter just
Nope.
have it? And you guys just didn't mention it when you came back.
No.
It's appear that it's just been appropriated. Is
Mhm.
Leon's gonna be like, "Oh, Hunter, it's an interesting necklace. Where'd you find it?"
Granny actually gave it to me.
Ah, it's good look on you.
Thank you. I figure, it's to my god. I should. She is, works for my god, so I should wear it because it's kind of like a, another religious symbol to my god. But this one won't get me persecuted here, so I
I'm
can
sh-
openly wear it.
I'm sure you're scoring plenty of brownie points.
That's not the. Sure, I'm doing it for brownie points.
I
I take it you're
mean,
not very religious, Damalia.
Oh, what gave it away?
You know what? I think it was the condescending comments about religion, but that's just a hunch. It's not. I don't have anything really set in stone evidence wise.
Damalia, my God has shielded you. Just saying.
I'm just saying, Timo is a cunt.
I mean, I guess it's not my god, so I don't really know or care.
Uh-oh. Are they trying to kill my internet again? What's happening?
You're good, bud.
Oh no, it's Timora.
The internet hitmen are here.
Why am I being silenced? I've done nothing. Okay, no, it was the Ethernet coming back on. There we go.
very good.
We did it.
All right. Soon you guys can see in the distance, and Vintash, you start to kind of get excited as you can kind of you start to look out as you look out the carriage. You can recognize the scenery around, realizing that you guys are just outside of Khaerball. And any of you who are looking forward, you see the walls of Khaerball that go around the city, which is one of the bases, kind of the the mainland base of uh, Haurua's navy. One of their two bases is where Khaerball.
I kind of get my book off, and I stand up and tell like the carriage man, like, can you drop us off at District 12 for us? If you don't mind.
And he kind of gives a nod. All right.
And where can we find you in the morning?
Say in the morning. Well, if we can't find a job that'll take us back, then who knows? We'll probably. He's going to say, where did I just lost it here? He says, in the past, we've stayed at the. Trying to look at the. Is we'll find some place.
Okay.
Let's find one of the inns here.
And wait, I'd like the group. Didn't we have them to take us all the way, or just a Khaerball?
Just a Khaerball.
I must have messed that out. Man. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure if they can't find a job, we could hire you for taking us the rest of our journey if you couldn't find work before then.
Yeah, of course. It is kind of one of those things. We ride here. We ride to the different cities, and hopefully we can find somebody that is looking to pay us back. We obviously don't want to stay in the city for too long, because that's essentially lost days we could be hired to ride.
Of course.
So
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I don't think your profits will hurt too much based off the extra funds you collected while we were there.
Mm.
it has been a better trip. Well, if you want us, we can wait a day. As you guys kind of head through the gate, and you see the gates are kind of open, and you see like merchants and farmers are kind of moving their stuff in and out of the gates, and you see there are guards there that are watching. And as you guys kind of slow and kind of pull up to the guards, the carriage drivers kind of present some papers showing who they are. They kind of take a look at the guards take a look over kind of your group, and you see they do kind of walk up to the side of your the carriage and take a look in, kind of just giving you guys a look.
Sup, Joey?
You see the guard kind of shakes his head. He's, Vintash, what are you doing riding in a carriage here?
Oh, I got my ass kicked last night, so I needed a place to rest. And they picked me up.
He's like, you got some new friends here, it seems, huh?
Yeah. Good people, actually. Not the people you usually associate with me, but
He laughs. He's like, isn't that for sure?
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check.
At advantage?
Sure. Because you made up that you knew this guy.
Julian, are they whole ruin guards, or are they just like generic like town guards?
They are Hell Ruin guards, but they're like not they're like city guards. Not
Mhm.
like, yeah. So
Didn't even need it.
excuse me. He is going to say, all right, well, if you're with him, then I imagine you'll get into some sort of trouble, but that keeps us gainfully employed. He says, all right, they're good to go. And he calls to the guard that's up ahead, and carriage driver snaps the reins. You guys begin heading in. As you guys head in to the city, you kind of see one of the nice things about the city is you see that it is open and airy and filled with wide avenues, parks, and plazas. Though you can see that it is undeniably a bit rougher around the edges than Halara, for example, where you were, where everything was high end and fancy, and a lot of magical buildings. You get here. There's still some remnants of the magical uh, influence, but it is much more what you would expect of a more typical, this fantasy kind of era town. And you guys kind of go through. You see that you see the major kind of right here is the guard checkpoint. You see where a lot of the city guards are, and they're kind of coming and going. You see some of the like wagons are pulled off into this like in front of there, and they're being inspected as you guys pass through. As you guys continue on over here, you pass what appears to be a very like just this area where the road goes around, and just trees seem to line this area, completely blocking kind of your view into it, and like little hedges and bushes around. And Vintash is able to tell you that is the city kind of graveyard. As you guys head through there. As you continue along this path here, you do see off to the left. You see you see an enormous kind of what appears to be fortress and palace, and it is and it's built kind of on a small hill. But you see, like the main tower, it actually sits really high, and you look and you see the base of it is actually built on a huge like rock that's sticking out of the ground, and that just kind of like it's 100 feet wide, and you see like it kind of looks like this entire place was built around it.
The city's Wizard King lives over there.
Mhm.
Prick, if you ask me. But
How do you really feel?
oh, I can say, just get me drunk and you'll find out.
You do see you can see kind of if you look off farther over here, you do see one of the probably your first view of it in a while. Those of you in Haru have seen him before, but probably not one this close, as you see one of these sky ships that appears to be docked at a large tower that is over there. You see it's kind of just right next to the tip of the tower, and ropes seem to be kind of anchoring it to the tower as it floats there. But what's probably most noticeable, especially for Damalia and Lincoln, since you guys are sitting on top, is as you guys head towards the city center here and pass through here, you see there's what appears to be this enormous kind of park area that is right in the middle of the city, and it is undeniable to be able to like it is you can't not look at this as you see these trees towering out of it that are 100, 200, 300 feet tall trees that just seem to cover the entire area. It's almost like a jungle, though, as densely packed as they are, but because they're so tall, it's you can hardly kind of see where the canopy is as you guys pass through there.
That seems dangerous in the middle of a storm.
It actually holds up really well. If anything, it protects us from a lot of storm.
Hmm.
Well, the sea winds, actually.
Ah,
So
lines.
yeah, sorry, I forgot to move the group here. As you guys pass around there to the left, you can see what appears to be the main kind of merchant wards over here, where the city kind of economic center is. Um, and you pass as you guys head off over to here and arrive at District 12, which is also known as the Backbone. And this is kind of the working class district where there's a lot of residential and commercial kind of built all into each other. The drivers kind of pull to a stop there, and they say, "Is this the spot?" As they call back to you, Vintash.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Thank you so very much.
A little to the left.
So, are we gonna? I look at everyone. I whispered, "I don't tip them for what they did in Pudding Town, or
They already got their.
Yeah, there are no tips.
anyway." Anyway, I have a place you guys can stay, or there's a tavern nearby. I can get you discounts if you wish, but otherwise, this is a good place for us to lay low.
Oh god, there's an entire town map.
Oh.
Yeah.
As you guys kind of make your way into here, and you see there's just buildings and shops and residential places just kind of all scattered about in between. You see people moving about.
Assuming we want to rest for the rest of the day, considering what happened yesterday, it'll be a good place to just relax for at least one day. Don't you guys agree?
I suppose. No need to call in too many favors for us, Vintash.
No, it's nothing that'll break your neck.
No, not at all. And like I said, if you don't like my place, I can always tell you to go to the tavern and give you guys some discount. I know the
Do
guy.
you live alone?
No, but I think my place is more than a cob.
Julian, is there a magic circle coming out of this house?
Yeah, you do see it is not necessarily like it's not like a magical like aura that's emanating out of it. But you do see, like, there is on the ground appears to be this kind of very fancy, glowing kind of decoration on there, and it appears to be in front of one of the shops there. And
Oh,
just,
that's Old Man Jenkins' place. He's Old Man Jenkins.
What's with the
Yeah.
circle? Is it supposed to ward off little kids who step onto his lawn?
No. Julian, what was it for?
I believe he said it was decorative.
it's, it's decorative. It is one of those things where he just kind of like, you know that he once he got Old Man Jenkins he got a scroll that would allow him to do that, and he won in some sort of bet, and so he cast it. He had it cast on the front there, so that way it looks special, and he likes to tell people that it is meant to keep out like evildoers and things like that. But everybody knows it's just decorative.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want Hunter, I think you might like that place, and I point over to that. It's a massage parlor if you want to relax your muscles.
That would be wonderful.
I cannot get you any discounts there though.
Wait, is it like a massage parlor or like a massage parlor? Because
It's,
one of those I'm down for.
Is there a
If you
difference?
pass by, the sign says,
I'll tell you later,
"Feel
Lincoln.
stress relief, massage and therapeutic services."
Yeah, don't go to that one.
Let me tell you this right now. If you want it, you're gonna have to pay 10 times extra if they don't want to break it. If you don't want to have anything broken.
Hey,
If you
what's-
think I'm tough,
Wait a minute.
they're tougher.
Not.
That sounds like extortion.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna
no.
hard pass on that.
I'm just saying they're not happy for that type of massage.
Damn shame. How about
Lincoln,
A shoulder
don't go into
massage,
any place
or-
like that. It's not
Lincoln?
meant for you.
Maybe you'll learn later in life.
If you want to know what it's about, ask Damalia.
I'd be
That's-
happy to
you
show
guys
you.
are- You guys, hey, but you guys are thinking the opposite. They don't do that.
Don't do. I'm so confused.
Don't worry about it.
I'll show you
Mhm.
later.
Anyway, I'll show you guys around town, but for now, you guys can drop your stuff over here, and I open the door.
Okay, let me
Mhm.
get you guys set here. And do I have everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who did I miss? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right.
Medi, and or Tressa, and or
The NPCs.
There's so many people here.
So, yeah, you guys, Vintash opens the door and you see this sign outside that says DB Tattoo Parlor. As you guys,
Ah, we finally get to see your place.
And
what does the DB stand for?
Delorin Bibbiton Tattoo. Also,
Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
no, but there's another name for it. I had it somewhere, but I can't find it anymore. Yeah, there's another name for it. But it was basically supposed to be a joke as well as just our last name. But anyway. Whew. Anyway, so as you enter the parlor, you notice a somewhat homey but cluttered reception area with books and old magazines and comics on the far left corner of the room. You also notice behind the reception desk there is a notice that the parlor uses new piercing and tattoo needles each customer they use as to not prevent any diseases from being shared. Exceptions being the turtle race and other hard shell skin races, in which case it's a steel needle that they thoroughly clean each use, and named only for them. Anyway, you see the names of your tattoo artists: Vintash Delorin, Nolan Bibbiton, and the apprentice Joshua Tilverware is standing behind the desk practicing on fruit skin.
Tilvera, huh?
Joshua.
he kind of looks up as you guys enter, and he's like, Vintash, you're back. You've been gone some time.
Don't tell me about it. Can you get the accounting books ready? I gotta look at them. Anyway, I'm showing them around. Don't worry about them.
Good morning.
I suppose we'll
Yes.
just make ourselves comfy then, shall we?
Yes. You can come talk to them afterwards. I think you may enjoy some of them, Joshua.
He's going to say, yes, well, I'll get those books right away for you. Nolan, he's with a customer right now.
Okay. Well, I'll try my best not to disturb him then.
So you guys see, this is Joshua.
Ah, look at this cocky little shit. I love him.
See, and
He is a prick.
he kind of quickly starts to go back. He's like, as he's kind of digging through, he's like, you showing up means that I'm going to have to pay Nolan a whole silver piece. I bet that you were going to be lost at sea for sure.
You seriously would
You
bet
weren't
against me.
technically wrong.
True, we were lost for a little bit.
You know what? I'm gonna make sure that he owes you a silver piece because, yeah, we're not wrong. You're not wrong.
He's like, I was sure that that the crew was definitely going to get fed up and throw you overboard at some point.
Again, not wholly
Not
incorrect.
wholly incorrect.
Shall we look deeper into the
yes.
ruin?
Flashback to Lincoln and Vintash literally trying to throw each other off of the boat.
Okay, let me,
We have rowboat and throwboat.
so let me do this. So let me, and
Oh god, he's clipping into the wall.
Ah!
He's got wall hacks.
So as you enter the hallway,
Kenku.
you see two current rooms for the artists and clients to have their privacy during their sessions. As you get to the back, to the right, there is the half bathroom, and to the left, there is a supply room. If you guys need anything, check over there. We have a bathroom over here if you so wish. But honestly, you may want to use the upstairs bathroom. Anyway,
Should they be
don't
concerned?
don't worry about Bimington. He'll come to us when he's ready.
Ah, like a cat. All right.
I mean, he has a customer, and we're both professionals.
Of course, of course.
Well, there's more.
And
Jeez,
But
it's
wait.
huge.
as you get to the back, you see what is essentially a living area where the seating is on the lower level with a table counter. To the left, you see two chests with a bar connecting them and various organized rocks behind it. Also, you see a bag and a mat. To the right, you see various kitchen supplies as well as stairs going up to the second floor. And
Wow.
this is basically where I live. My
Isn't this
room.
cozy?
Mhm. Upstairs is my room, and we have a balcony for you, Huntar, where I'm pretty sure there's a few rigid posts that could hold your hammock and yourself. We usually use it as dust.
This.
Hopefully there's
Awesome.
no flying carpets this time, eh, Hunter?
Yeah, if I see that kid again, I oughta.
I'd be very concerned if you did.
Please make yourselves at home. Of course, we're not going to eat here. We're going to go to the tavern because we don't have enough food for all of you. But
Of course, of course.
Ugh.
You wouldn't happen to have any maps of the city lying around this little place, would you?
And I go over to. I basically go out to the bookshelf and come back with the map.
Ah, love.
Just brings the whole almanac with him.
Oh my goodness.
Is that
But
the
then-
Encyclopedia Halruia?
I wish I was that smart. But anyway, please make yourselves at home. I know we had a long few. What do we even count it as?
10 days?
In eternity.
An
Hell.
exciting adventure?
Exciting, you say, Lincoln.
Technically, it's only been a day and a half.
It's been a day and a half, like 6 times. Shut up.
So where exactly do we need to go? We know we need to go northwest. But
Also,
It's
Damalia,
a-
here you go. As far as if you want to know like a map.
Thank
general city
you.
So the mining village is near the mountains north of here,
Hmm.
and we've spent.
The closest city was 1 or 2 west, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So like a few days? Maybe a day.
Well, ideally we can get there and get some clues. If he has a head start on us, it might be harder to find him again.
That's certainly true.
Okay.
Village north of Nulotha. It's not Lair. It's just not on the map, right?
Are you guys looking
Nulata's
for
on the
the-
map, but not the city that we're actually going to.
Yeah, because it's like a small mining like village. It's not like a whole city.
Yeah. So if you're looking at the overworld map, this
Oh.
one here, for Harua, yeah, it is directly just northwest of Khaerball is
Oh,
where you're looking for.
Hmm.
So
Like
it
it's
it is like a half day ride by horse, maybe 3/4 of a day, 10 hours worth if you're walking.
So once we get there, should we have a sort of not alias, a pretend reason why we're there, just to make sure that like none of his
alibi?
nah, kind of, just to make sure that there's none of his allies get wind that the bounty hunters after him.
We can like look at his armor. I mean, I could think of a few reasons why a military personnel would go there, but I don't think that any of them would help us catch him unawares. At least.
Yeah, so Vintash, he comes, Joshua comes in, he's got all the accounting books. And here you go. You should see, let me know if you need anything else. He says, he kind of turns to the rest of you. Has he taken care of you already, or is he going to have me do everything like normal?
Gave us the rundown of the place.
Kind of laughs. He's like, all right, well, if you need a drink or anything, just give me a holler.
Will do.
Thank you, Josh.
Of course.
Hmm.
There's those lines again.
Good kid. Prank of a kid, but good kid. But I'll tell you that he broke my window once, and that's how we hired him.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
One
Very
way to hire
interesting.
someone.
Yeah, why don't you go into a little bit more detail about that mess?
He was playing street ball, and he had a really good batting. He had a pretty good. Not only does he have a good arm, he has a pretty good batting streak. And then somehow, with his batting streak, the ball curved and it straight through my window and hit me on the head.
I mean, I guess he's got to pay for breaking the window somehow.
Isn't that the truth? I can only
Mhm.
imagine the goose egg he must have had.
Mm-hmm. That being said, he worked for us. We enjoyed him very much, and we started paying him. He's the only one that can actually talk to Bimberton and talk actual shit. You enjoy him. Anyway. Oh yeah, please make yourselves at home. And as I'm looking through the books, I'm writing down something. But I gotta go do a few shopping, a few things. So please rest, guys. Sorry. And you see Vintash just like more professional than usual. And he looks at Bimberton and just gives him a chest bump and then heads out and says, I'll talk to you later, buddy.
You're leaving me already.
I gotta buy some things.
All right, well, I guess I'll go ahead and entertain all your friends for you.
Please
Without
do.
interruption.
They're already annoyed from me.
You bastard.
We've had a long week.
Claire, what were you inciting?
She was just sort of like looking over at Vintash, like, is he up to
Oh.
anything illicit? Oh no, I've got plans for Lincoln, don't worry.
Oh no.
See as Vintash exit, you do see Nolan Bibbington does enter, and he kind of and give you this is what he looked like.
Hello.
See this
Hello.
kind of-
Oh. No, it got hotter in the room.
And he walks in and he kind of just goes to everybody's like, well, It appears that Vintash has disappeared again and left me to do all the work. He says, well, let me introduce myself, everybody. I'm Nolan Bibbington. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. If you're friends of Vintash, you're welcome to leave anytime you like.
Cheers.
Charmed.
He says, yeah, the pleasure is mine, as he kind of gives you a little nod in your direction. Says, so, what strays did Vintosh pick up today? Um, says, and, has he taken care of you? Anything, would you like anything? I can prepare something from the bar.
I think we're all set for now. Mr. Tilverware, was it? Offered similar services.
Good kid. So, he looks around at all of you. He's like, well, he certainly made some interesting friends this time. Should we share stories, or should I just go back to my business and let you lounge here?
If we're storytelling, love, you have to go first.
What would you like
Yes.
to know? As he comes over and he does like that kind of plop where he throws a leg out and kind of just drops onto the couch, and just
Was
Let's-
Vintash always a psychopath, or is that just when he's around us?
His fighting style is
Unique.
unique.
Brutal. Increasingly brutal.
He certainly makes his presence felt on the battlefield.
He has quite literally beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
he
Yeah.
laughs. He's like, well, Vintage never was one that you could get to do any formal training, as it were. He likes to just, you know, figure things out as he goes. Gets into a little bit of a rage and he just sees red or something. I don't know what it is. Grabs whatever's handy and starts swinging away. I'll say this:
To the
it ain't pretty, but it's effective.
Boy, is it.
For that.
He says, most of the time it gets him into more trouble than he was in beforehand, but he usually finds a way out of it.
How did you two come to meet? I'm very curious.
Let me see. I'm not sure. I'm trying to check this, Guy. I don't think I remember exactly.
Oh, wait, I'll figure it out then. I'm guessing it's just regular cost.
No, what they just asked how you met Bibington.
Oh,
I forget
sure,
which one was. I'm trying to remember in your backstory
Bannon's
of the
him to do all the backstory himself.
comprehension of characters in your backstory.
yeah, I guess I could say that we
hang on.
met when we were little, and he was the one that was actually getting bullied, and Vintage protected him.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Okay.
Makes me think of the improvise, adapt, overcome guy.
That has been touched to a T.
That's right. Yeah, he's going to say yes. Well, as Vintosh is one to fight, he's always been a bit of a strong lad. So he's had as you can see, and he kind of makes a motion towards Joshua's direction. He says he also likes to take care of people. Kind of a bit of a softy like that sometimes, but he does it by beating up anybody that gets in that gives them their problems. And sure enough, some bully was giving me some shit, and Vintosh broke their jaw. And well,
I knew that
they
man was
didn't
a
they
teddy
left me
bear.
alone after that.
What a sweetheart. That's such a touching story.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's just you hang out with somebody, you get to know them, and kind of grow up with them. We've been good friends ever since, and we got a little bit of capital together um, recently, and we're able to put together the shop for make a name for ourselves, carve out a little piece.
Interesting. How does the process work? I've talked about it a little bit with Vintash, but I'm not a very technical kind of person. I don't know all the details.
I'm
He's
curious about that as
asking
well. I
you.
have a tattoo, but it was given to me by a wizard. So
That's how you got it?
Wait.
Yeah.
What are you
Okay.
asking?
So
I'm sorry. What are you
no, I
asking?
already got it. I already got it.
Not you. What are you asking, Claire?
Basically, she was asking how the tattooing process works.
Well, he'll go into it and start explaining just the general, like, well, you have the ink, and then he says we have these needles, and he says, actually, if you'd like, I could show you.
Really?
hmm
How much is it?
He kind of gets up. He kind of gets up and puts out a hand towards you to kind of lift you up.
6,000 gold or one of your kidneys,
Says,
whichever one you want.
well, if you're looking to get an actual tattoo, we can discuss that. But if you want to just see how the inks and the needles work,
I would love to. She'll take his hand and get up.
and he'll kind of says, well, help yourself to anything, as he kind of leads Damalia out. He says, help yourself to anything that you like. If you wreck anything, I'll take it out of Vintash's cuts for the profit for the month.
We'll try our best
Use
not
it to
to
my
wreck it.
ears.
He says, but otherwise, make yourselves at home. And he kind
I
of,
come by. Hey, Lon, Bibiton, here's 15 gold pieces that I made throughout the month. And I look at them all and I'm like,
That
oh,
was quick business.
well, I'm efficient, if nothing else.
Of course, dear.
Mhm.
For what?
so
And I go back. Mhm.
he takes you, leads you into this little, like, you see there's a couple different areas here, and they have like like the changing, like those little fold up changing walls that people have, like they would change clothes behind. It seems like they have like a couple of those set up to create two kind of little private chambers, and he kind of takes you over to here into his, and he says, this is my work area, that's Vintash's. You'll notice the fine layer of dust, thanks to all of the work that he does. He said, uh, but and he begins to kind of go over it, and um, as he's describing how things work, um, he also does kind of like, I don't, if you've seen Jurassic Park, you know how when Malcolm starts explaining the chaos theory, and he takes a little like droplets of bubbles, and he takes her hand and he kind of does it on that. He kind of does very much that kind of thing with Damalia, where he's like, so yes, we just take the needle and see, we press it along the skin here. He kind of traces it along your arm, kind of very flirtatiously, kind of like way.
Wow.
Mhm. Says,
Quite interesting indeed.
says
You must be
yes.
very popular.
Says we do all right. We pay the bills. Um, we've experimenting with some of the more magical enchantments that can be added to tattoos, and more recently, they're a little more expensive for the to get the inks that are needed, but they're pretty handy to have.
Yes, Vintash told me a little bit about the magical variety of tattoos, but he wasn't so willing to let me in on trade secrets.
He says, well, he'll kind of and he'll say, well, if you're interested, and he'll kind of just go into it, and um, let's see, if I have and he kind of goes into some of it, so you guys can see here, if this shows up for you guys. Oh no, it's okay. Hang on, let me do this. Kind of essentially gives you this rundown.
My, oh my.
Mhm.
So there are these are just some of these special inks and things like that that he kind of shows you that they have, and things that they can do, and something like that. And he says that we can also have we can get special inks that are able to do spells, magical spells. Vintash, I don't know. He studied with wizards or something at some point. I don't know, or beat one up. I don't remember. And he somehow has some sort of
That's
connection.
appropriate.
He says, but yeah, we've so we can also do any of these tattoos in the form of a spell as well.
That's incredible. Look at these
Cool.
prices.
So while he's talking to you, he kind of, well, when you say that, he kind of says, "We can work something out." While in you, Vintash, you return. Everybody else is there. What are you guys talking about?
All right. Well, I was typing it
So-
up, but now I guess I don't need to.
Now that she's gone,
Well, now
shall
you know
we
what you're gonna say.
What?
What'd you say?
Was Sean saying something?
Oh, I was typing out a response to Devin, asking about the Kenku plan, and then Jules was like, "Oh, so what are you guys doing?" I was like, "Well, now I guess
Sorry, I
I'll
didn't
type
realize
it."
So now that she's gone, I'm gonna need to thank him for that. What's our next plan here?
Well, we should be going after the Kenku.
Agreed. Are we
Mhm.
doing that immediately? Be taking a rest here? What?
I
I'd
mean,
like to leave
I'm willing to
quickly.
push right through unless we need supplies or anything here.
I have everything I need.
I just got everything I needed.
Looks like it'd be about a half day's travel from here anyway, so it wouldn't take too long to get there. As for our plan, Wilder, I don't see a better option than simply going to the village and asking around with how much of a head start the Kenku has on us, unless anyone has any other ideas.
If he's still there, though, wouldn't that just?
If he's still there, then he would definitely see us coming, and it would put us. At a
He doesn't
disadvantage.
know who we are. That's the thing. We could easily be able to just, pretend like we're just random adventurers from some other place. We don't have to tip him off that we're bounty hunters.
I mean, that's kind of why the guards hired me, because no one would suspect me.
Yes, but
That's
what I'm
surprising.
saying is going around and asking about him though, that is going to definitely tip somebody off, especially if he has allies in that area.
True.
So that's one. I'm just wondering, how should we go about this? Should we be more subtle, or do you want to just go the brute, blunt approach? Maybe us asking around will also make him come out of hiding or something.
I
I
don't.
think
I don't think so.
I think your plan is a better one, Wilder. We should, I mean, for at least all of you, it would probably be better to go in and try to see if we can find him without creating immediate attention to ourselves. It will be harder for me to do that, as
I
my
mean,
attire kind of reveals what I'm here for.
just don't wear what you're wearing, or we can disguise it somehow.
I can hide most of it with my cloak, but
There
Um,
are
a lot of
ways
armor.
to
So
disguise.
Vintash, you did I tell you? Did I You guys know the name of the town, right? Did I tell you the name of the place?
Mhm.
You're
Yeah, now
Mhm.
or something like that.
Yeah.
It's what?
Um,
It's just
it is now Nalitha or Nulatha.
that's right. Okay. No,
No,
no.
it's not Nulitha because it's above Nulitha.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I think you just told us it was a small mining village. I don't think you gave us
Mhm.
an
Yeah, it's
actual
named.
name.
It's the city is named. The village is named. Um, it's named Weirding.
Weird.
Yeah. And it is technically located. So it's like located right here.
Hmm.
So you guys would be. I guess it's a little bit longer. It would be of if you guys. It would be a bit of a ride. A
I
little bit
got
longer
it,
for that.
Claire.
Thank you.
Really, Google. You recognize
Well.
weirding as a word. Interesting.
We should probably set out as soon as possible then. But as far as blunt versus stealth, I think the way he was described, he's not the type to really try to fight us if he can help it. So he'd probably just run.
Which means we'll have to be there as visitors for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
We
you know,
need
we're-
to definitely be careful with what we say and who we say it to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do know. You would know Vintash. Just you've never been there, but you would just know that generally speaking, that it's like it's a mining town, and it's just um, it's a small village. There's you've never been there, but that's all you know is it's like a small mining village, kind of you've heard that there's some hard people there, but not too much.
I have a little bit of an idea. So since he's capable of forging and speech mimicry and he's trying to escape, maybe we could pretend like we're like a traveling trope of like, actors or whatever, what have you. But, kind of spread in a little rumor as we're out there that could make a person sort of disappear legally.
So
If you
he's
understand.
great at forgery, which means he could probably forge all those papers himself.
Yes,
The mimicry is something though that we should keep in mind. We should come up with some like phrases or code words so that if we get separated, we know that we're talking to each other. Like, let's say for whatever reason we go into a dark area, we can't see each other, we get separated. If we just call out, like, he could respond as one of us. But if we have these code words, then we can respond as ourselves. The other thing is, if it's this small of a town, anybody showing up is going to be a big deal. It doesn't matter if we're traveling circus or adventurers or bounty hunters. Word's gonna travel real quick that there are new people in town.
That's the thing. If you're going to show up in these small villages, you have to show up for a reason. That's why I say a traveling trope. It's obviously we're going to try to be a big deal, try to get everywhere, try to see as many people as possible. You're able to get places that maybe some adventures may not.
Okay, so what's our act then?
Right. If we're a trope, we would need.
Well,
if you're a trope, you guys are just a stereotype.
A little bit of the illusion magic.
You mean a troop?
Lincoln, since we have to disguise you anyways, I'd say maybe we can get you to be one of our main attractions.
I don't know if I like the sound of that. What do you mean?
Yes, the group of 3 tieflings, 2 of them flying. We're gonna have the human be the main attraction.
Look, I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm decent with a sword.
I mean, why don't we do this then? We have him wear whatever he wears, but it is a play where he plays the guard in the play.
I could do that.
I know that's a great play. It's a tragedy, but it can sometimes be, a romance.
I hate. I hate you so
We already got Damalia. We got.
It's not even wingmanning at this point.
I look at Molly, I'm like, Molly is with Vibbit whatever.
She'll come back. Come back. It's fine. It's
Speaking
great.
Let's so Damalia, he's he's going over everything with you, and he says, so is there anything that you're interested in getting tattooed, or doesn't have to be anything fancy? Could first one if you want a little small something, we could not, and then maybe it kind of doesn't. Says if you just want a little thing to see what it's like, I'm sure we could work something out here.
She's like, I want Lincoln's face at the small of my back.
I was gonna say like the cool little like S that like everyone draws in like middle school and high school.
Well, I'm certainly willing to negotiate. Something small to sort of, how do they say, test out the tools would really be interesting. I'd certainly be up for that.
But you mean this?
Yeah.
How did you just get that out? How?
It's so simple for all of us. It's habitual at this point.
Yeah, all of us.
Well, it was a T-shirt brand, and
Is that what it was?
it stands for it stands for Stussy or Stussy. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that is the
That makes so much more sense why that was popular around that time.
and that
Then
was just one of the designs, and it was like one of the S was just one of the designs they had on their shirt, and it was like the cool thing to be like, oh, I could draw that.
I thought people just liked it because Superman was popular.
No, it had nothing to do with Superman. Yeah, it
I
was,
just thought it was fun to draw.
yeah. It was one of those things. It was because it had a kind of 3-dimensional look to it.
Hmm.
I hate you even more in the chat. God damn it.
Bro.
Which is a bill. But yeah, she kind of says it depends on what you're looking at. If you're looking to get something like a little small, you get the idea that he might be willing to do it complimentary. But if you're like trying to get something not like bigger or more involved, you know,
Mm.
if you're kind of like, I want to get a little hard on my ankle, you could do that too.
I still say googly eyes.
I don't have that kind of money. Hmm.
Look,
How about-
it's gonna come out of Vintash's paycheck.
How about something small on the wrist here? Think you could work with that?
Definitely. Says, and then he takes out kind of like he grabs like a little sketch pad. He's like, "So what'd you have in mind?" And so I'll let you can kind of work out what you want, and then just send me a message.
I think I have something in mind.
Okay. So and then back to you guys as you just talk about Bromeo and Jezebel.
So
Romeo and Jezebel, this is great.
I feel like you've suddenly gotten a lot more invested in this plan when you decided to turn it into a play.
I am a lover of the theater arts. All right. So
I see.
I know
You know
not.
what? You know what's very artistic? Nature, and that's why Wilder knows about it.
It's an environment.
The performing arts is my favorite environment.
I think it is also worth a discussion of he's preferred to come back alive. So
Yes, that's why.
That's why we bought the manacles.
Yeah, and why him not running would probably be for the best. If we can get him alone in some way, that would be top notch. Then we can just put on the manacles and ferry him back.
Agreed.
But we got costumes. We got to talk all the line.
That seems like it would take a significant amount of time to prepare.
No. You just will wing it. It's called this thing called improv. Yes,
We gotta get the lines. We gotta get the costumes. We gotta
I
get a
got the
trademark
lines.
established for our troupe. We gotta get a reputation established before we could go there. We gotta plan for 4 years
guys are
to get this
overthinking
troupe
this.
continentally recognized,
You are
and then
totally
head
overthinking
into
all
there.
this.
I come down with the play, the book of the play. There you go, Huntar.
It's just we don't need to get too involved in this because it's mostly just to distract people, while others can also move about. You know, we're gonna definitely need like Jackson. You were able to, while everybody's distracted with the play, you can kind of like sneak in and out, get a good eye of everything.
I
can
have
also.
a better idea.
Hmm.
Why don't we watch him for a bit normally, and then corner him in a room and knock him out?
We have to know where he is in order to watch.
Yeah, we split up. If it's a small town, there's only so many places to hide.
That's not pizzazz.
Do you want money or do you want to have a good time?
Both.
I want the money.
He's just gonna like put his hand on the fancy sword again, just like think.
Fine, we could do it Jackson's way, or we can do the fun way.
Jackson's way seems like it takes a significant less time to prepare, but it is also very improv, you said, as well.
I mean, this. I'm saying we don't need a big production for it.
Big production. It's just one of those. Haven't you ever seen like one of those traveling like little minstrels shows that go on the side?
I
Like
performed
most.
a sock puppet show yesterday, twice.
Yeah. See, just do it. Just do it. It's just. You'll figure
How
it out.
about we make 2 groups? Improv side and the other improv side. One that's on stage and one that sneaks around.
Yeah, that was my
So
main
we
point.
don't have to put on a show. Like,
Yeah.
we're just using it to explain why we're there. There's no need to put on a show and go through the whole song and dance. Like, we could literally just show up and go, yeah, we're
Is there
traveling.
dancing involved too now? I can't dance.
Probably. No, you could sword fight. Dancing is just sword fighting without the sword.
You're not wrong.
You don't sword fight much, do you?
I literally
sword
have
fight
2
a
swords.
lot.
What the fuck do you mean?
I don't remember brutally killing someone while dancing. That doesn't often happen.
It's
I
all
mean-
about the footwork.
Have you not heard of the wizard, like blade singing wizards?
Hello,
What?
welcome to the JmanX Shield rendition of Grease.
Hey, that's our sub goal.
Oh no!
God, if you guys actually put on a little play and do lines and everything, you'll have inspiration for the month.
See, now we gotta do it.
Which
make a
month?
compelling
April
point.
or May?
I am not
So-
wasting my time on this.
No.
I mean, you spent an entire month on this. I guess
I
you
think
did.
the play is a good idea. I just don't know if it's the correct idea for this specific circumstance.
It probably isn't. I still want to do it
But
anyway.
we should keep it
all
on the back burner for next time when there's a more applicable situation.
Makes sense.
The phone noise agrees with me.
Sorry, that's my phone.
Well, once Damalia is done with whatever she's out, and we can make more plans on the way. If we have more plans. I think probably just split it up.
By the way, stream, if the stream suddenly cuts out instantly, blame Microsoft and their totalitarian grip on forcing Windows updates to happen.
Oh no.
It's like,
boy.
yeah, I
Well,
can
we
have it
can't
for
count
like
on a Microsoft sponsor.
it's ever since the session started. Every time I look at it, every time I look at the stream thing, it's like we're going to do it now. If you don't do it now, your Windows is going to be over. You're not going to be able to use it. It's like
So,
it's
Julian,
going to
do you
be
have
out
it
of
on-
date.
Do you
I
have
can
it
always
on
schedule mine for
remind
later.
me in 10 minutes or remind me in 2 hours?
Not well. It is gone beyond that point. There is wait an hour. Okay, do it now, and it says.
Yeah, so
And if
wait
you
now.
hit okay, it does. I've been hitting wait an hour each time. Is what I mean. Is just
Eventually, it just disappears.
Or
yeah, because
alternatively,
it was like
keep
if
your
you
shit
don't,
updated.
they said because it says if you don't respond, we're gonna update at this time because your
So
computer's.
about D&D.
Anyways, yeah, I'm sorry, but so if the stream cuts out, that's why.
Right. So does anyone
Okay.
have a plan that's not circus?
We'll
I mean,
I
we,
believe Jackson, you did.
yeah,
Yes.
we could go with your plan. We could go in there and just straight up ask about it or
I
look
mean,
around.
I was
Like,
thinking it's a small town. If he's still there, he's probably at whatever inn or tavern that exists. We could
It's a
just.
small town, so if you go to a tavern, they're gonna talk about it.
Well, I mean, suppose he's still there. If we can find him or find where he's staying and he's still there, we could just surround that building, move in, and then tell him we have the building surrounded. And then
also, he broke out of jail what, a month ago, something like that. Like, if he's in the town, there's a good chance he's just employed by them. He's also a Kenku, which are pretty uncommon, just in general.
yes, it shouldn't be too hard to find him.
Yeah.
I'll have Medi chime in with some information in case you guys forgot it. He'll say, now wasn't there was something to, as far as finding him might be a little difficult. Didn't they say that their scrying was able to track him till he got there, and then suddenly he's no longer scry. They can't scry on him anymore.
That is a
Which
good
pro-
point.
Maybe he has like a safe house.
Yeah.
Does he
Also-
block divination magic?
Also,
Or he has help. Sorry, what did you say, Wilder?
there's magics, there's spells, and then there's also artifacts that you can wear, possibly plot.
Yeah. Or he has help, which means he is gonna have to stay there for a while until he gets back on his feet.
Or he went really far underground. Also, I don't know how scrying works, so I don't know if that's the case.
I look at Wilder for a bit and he's like raises his
Take
eyebrow.
an inspiration, Huntar.
He's just wearing a lead top hat.
Look, divination's not. That's not what I studied. So I'm not too. I'm more of the arcane side of magic.
It's anything like detect magic, you are correct. Some things they kind of get blocked by barriers, stone, metal, all of that kind of stuff. I don't know about scrying per se. Do I remember?
Give
Can I-
me an Arcana check.
Can I also get one?
Sure.
Jules? 13.
I don't know anything about scrying. I haven't
Uh,
gotten that far yet.
Wilder, you know the general gist of what scrying does is it allows you to you can look in on a particular creature and kind of peer in at them at the moment to kind of just see them in their general vicinity. Vintash, yeah, you know that it can be resisted if the person is strong-willed. Um, if but that can be, but it also gives them, it's harder for them if the person who's casting it knows them very clearly, like has a picture of them or something of their possession, or especially if they have a body part, makes it very hard to avoid it. You know that it is a divination spell, so you could imagine things that might block divination would do that. You also know that the other thing that would stop people from being able to scry in it is once a creature dies, they're an object.
I'm looking at Wilder. Well, usually anything that can block divination could block it. I mean, they have pictures of him, so chances are he can't resist the scrying. Or, he's already dead.
We'll just find his body.
Yeah, if we bring the body back, reward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if Damalia could hurry up, we can go.
It's in God's hands. I don't know what to tell you.
It's
Damalia,
Pipitin.
hurry up with the tramp stamp already.
That's not
How
Damalia's
dare you,
fault. That's
first of all.
Pipitin.
How
He's
basic do you think I am?
he's a
Very-
professional.
She says that she gets a little heart on like her wrist.
So, what did you decide on? What
Get a
would you?
mom tattoo.
Well, I sent it in the character chat.
In the character? Okay, sorry, I was looking through other things.
Basically, it's a ship on the water.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just okay. Yeah, he kind of draws up essentially something like what you sent, and he's like, something like this is what you're looking for.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
He's going to give me a persuasion check, just at advantage.
Whew. All right, come on, Damalia. 19.
Kind of
Much better than the natural one.
says, well, we can, if you like, we can get this started, and right now, this is a bit of more of a complicated design. It will take at least a couple of sessions. He says, but if you promise that you come back and you let me take you out to dinner, when you do, that I will. Then we can finish this when you return.
I think
How
I
do
can
I-
make that deal work.
He says, "How long are you staying here?"
Not long, I'm afraid. Knowing my party, we're probably setting out tomorrow.
Yes. Well,
Or in the next 10 minutes, whichever one comes
he
first.
says, well then, if you're staying tonight, we can make the dinner tonight. If you're not otherwise preoccupied,
What time?
and he says, "About just before sunset."
I think I can make that work.
He kind of nods. He says, "Well then, let us get started." And he'll kind of like have you sit down in the chair, and he'll kind of start getting to work as he starts to kind of put in the general outline of the boat.
Excellent. I cannot
Alright.
wait.
So you guys hear, you can hear kind of the a little bit of a buzzing sound coming from over there of the machine operating.
While they're doing that, I have a bit of an idea for
Mhm.
if we go into the town and split up. Huntar, you mentioned earlier we could have a code word, but the code word would only work once for each of us. Says if he could just mimic our speech after the fact, right? If we split into pairs of two, we could just decide who in that pair is going to do all the talking, and then who in the pair is the one who's going to report back to the group. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that only gives us once again.
So, for instance, if me and Huntar paired up, Huntar, you could talk to everyone that we needed to talk to, and then I could respond to the group. He wouldn't have ever heard my voice if I don't speak, so he wouldn't be able to imitate me.
But what if he imitates me?
That's
Like,
why
what if-
you're not the person who responds to our group.
Oh, so I was saying I was using the code word in case we get separated or we get lost. Like if we go into mines, it's pretty easy to get lost in there. It's dark, a lot of twists, a lot of turns, cave-ins are a possibility. So like if we get lost and let's say me and you pair up, right? And then we get separated. I call out, "Hey Lincoln, where are you?" And then I hear your voice respond. Well, it's either you or the Kenku. But if we have some sort of code word or list of code words, then like I say, "Hey Lincoln, where are you?" and you respond, "Potato." Why the fuck would the Kenku say that in response to "Where are you?" Now I know it's you that's talking to me.
Fair enough. The other benefit we have is that Jackson and I can both use message, which it doesn't sound like talking. It's more just an in your head sort of thing.
Yeah, that works too.
The other idea is what languages does everyone know?
I know
Well,
Elven.
common, obviously.
Elvish?
No, Elvish. Yeah,
I
Also
don't know
Elvish.
Elvish.
it's okay.
Dwarvish as well.
So anyone here know Giant?
Nope.
Nope.
I know 3 of us know Infernal.
I
It's
do
not a
not
good one.
know Infernal.
Oh,
All right, 2 of us know Infernal.
Remember,
How
he's
do you not
actually
know
a tiefling.
Invert?
Remember,
You're not
he's
a
not
tiefling.
actually a
Actually a
tiefling.
Yeah, he's not a two.
all right. Well, Infernal seems like a good way for you and Damalia to communicate. Elvish seems like a good way for me. Jackson, you said you know Elvish,
Yeah.
and Vintash to communicate.
I know Elvish, yeah.
Does anybody know Sylvan or Primordial? What's wrong
Hey,
here?
does anyone here speak Druidic?
Stupid.
What's
Stupid
wrong?
language.
I know Sylvan, and I also know Celeste.
All right, so me and Wilder could communicate in Sylvan.
You and Damalia can communicate in Infernal. Me, Jackson, and Vintage can communicate in Elvish.
Damalia, do you speak Elvish or Dwarvish or anything other than Common and Infernal?
Damalia's
No.
not here. Oh.
Medi says that he speaks celestial and primordial.
All right, cool. Everyone's interconnected somewhere.
Well, so we're
is
not
great.
like the three of you are separated though. So like
That's not important.
me, Damalia, Walda, and Medi can all translate to communicate to each other, but none of us can then secretly communicate to you three.
Actually, that's not true. I know a spell to. I wouldn't be able to speak your language, but I would understand what you're saying, at the very least.
That could work.
I also have that spell.
And we do also still have message, which would work easily. I can do the fancy writing thing that can encode.
That's right. We
messages.
could do that. And that isn't a spell that most of us have. That could be easily done by both of us.
The point is, if we need to obscure our communication, I think we could do it.
Mm-hmm. Worst comes to worst, we get sending stones.
The code word is an idea that is very simple and probably much easier to implement than this. Man,
Like going back and forth between 13 languages.
Jackson, which language did you know again?
Like,
Jackson
I like the
speaking
idea of you guys
Dwarvish.
having this huge plan. You're this wandering troupe, performing troupe that comes in. You got all these code words and everything. You guys walk into the first tavern, you see him pass out on a table.
Watch him be exactly that.
That's what
We-
Lincoln was thinking. Like, we just go to a tavern, we find him, just handcuff him, and just leave. Job's done. All right. So when do we want to leave?
I mean,
I
I'm
guess
good for
whenever-
leaving right away, unless Vintash has
Mhm.
anything in town he needs to get done.
If it's
I got
so
most
close,
of it done.
Yeah, if it's so close, we could get there, and then I don't think we'd need any particular extra equipment with us.
No.
Worst
When we
case
do
scenario,
come,
we can camp outside the town.
that being said,
Yeah.
when we come back, I will need to make some inks in my parlor, so
That's fair.
they're running low.
We would be transporting a prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see how we mess this up.
Oh, neither can I.
So without question.
I
The
have
good
faith
news
in us.
is
I
he
think
won't be able to
that we
outrun
are
us
all.
because he's small.
I think we are all skilled enough individuals. I think we can pull this.
That's a red flag if I've ever heard one.
Lincoln,
I'm
we
being
almost died.
optimistic, Damalia.
That wasn't in Damalia's voice.
I pop the wine and I pour one out for everyone. I start drinking some of
Oh,
myself.
but I don't remember if we made a conclusion. Are we, or are we trying to take him alive?
Preferably alive. If you need to do what you need to do to defend yourself, that's understandable.
Gotcha.
But preferably alive.
I
Mhm.
I don't think he's gonna fight us though. We are a group of people.
You'd be surprised what people would do to not go back to jail.
Yeah, I guess.
Push
I mean, you should know all about that being a pirate, right?
Your words cut deep.
Push will shove. I do have that spell that could hope make him calm down enough to make sure that within a close range of him, make him follow us if need be.
Suggestion.
There is some magic to that.
Always.
Still, the stars are in my favor in this. So if we do this today,
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But we're probably
we
not
should
going to
probably move
get
on.
there and find him in one day.
Well, it isn't
But
a
if
half
we
day's travel.
do-
It's like what, noon-ish? A little afternoon?
Yeah, and if I had to guess, I'd say it's about using this key here. I'd say it's about 60 miles ish from where we are right now. So we could, we're gonna get there probably after midnight.
night is not when a lot of people. I wouldn't mind personally still trying to investigate a little bit during that time.
Night does put several of us, and by several of us I mean me and Medi, at a disadvantage.
It's also a small town. They're not usually busy late at night.
Mm-hmm. There are a few guards here and there, so Lincoln's not going to look entirely out of place.
I mean, how many of them are captain's armor? Well, a small town.
Every now and then one pops up and just talks to the guards.
No matter if they're busy or not, we still got ways to be sneaky about it. Darkness would only help, and everybody sleeping would only help.
So-
Oh, yeah.
It's out of my hands, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Hurry
I
up!
mean, you're over there. You're getting a tattoo. It takes a while. I mean, it's going to be. You're going to be there for an hour or two at least. I mean, you know.
Vintage, how
Yeah,
long did
he's
it take
like-
you to prepare those inks of yours that you needed? Because I think Damalia.
That's going to
commissioned
take all
you
night.
A while.
That's going to take all night. So, my goal was, if assuming you guys were going to stay here tonight, I would have just stayed up all night and worked it out and slept on the cart. But if we're going to go right away, then that's the thing. In which case, we should probably get lunch then.
Okay, so Julian, if we wait like an hour and a half for Damalia, and then immediately leave, around what time, assuming everything with the traveling goes well and we don't get attacked by like bandits made out of snakes or something, around what time would we arrive at the village?
How are you traveling?
By the carriage with the dudes. Assuming they're still here. But it's been like an hour, so I think they'd still be here.
Let me check. Let me check.
Because you said it was like a half day's travel.
It take you. It take about 15 to 20 hours to get there. So if you left, like, if you guys found them right now, and you got them to go through the night, you guys would arrive, in noonish. And there you would arrive at noon the next day. If you guys left in the morning, you would arrive close to like 10 p.m., kind of 8 to 10 p.m., depending on how early you left.
All right. Well, if we leave now,
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Hang on. I think it'd take you about 10 hours. Excuse me. I was doing
15 to 20 hours is a little bit more than half a day.
Sorry. I did. I was doing the math wrong. I was based on something else. So it would take about 10 hours to get there.
Okay. So it's like, what time is it now? Like 3?
So right now it's about, I would say about 3 in the afternoon.
3? Oh no.
What's going on?
No, I just want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, you
so
get there. You
Damalia
just
probably
get
wouldn't be
there.
done till like 5. If we left immediately at like 5, we wouldn't get there.
I'm assuming you guys have been here for like Vintash has left and gotten stuff and returned, and you guys have been talking. So I'm saying that you've been here at
That's
this
fair.
place for a couple hours at this point. So she's like, I mean, she's not going to be much longer. She'll probably be another few minutes as far as that goes because you guys have been here for a little while. So it's in that, and by that time it is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So as you guys have been here, so she'll be done soon. So you guys, if you left, you would be leaving about 3:34ish.
So we get there at like 2 in the morning.
You'd get there at like 2 in the morning. Yeah, I mean, you will probably want them. They will probably want to rest as they've not slept yet either too.
Yeah.
Unless you just hire a different pair of drivers or different drivers.
Well, I think for timing is a bit awkward. I'm fine with leaving immediately, but it would probably be pretty taxing if we didn't either find new drivers or rest on the way there.
I can go find a new driver.
All right, vote then. Who wants to leave immediately?
I'm indifferent.
Vintash, I don't need indifferent. I need a vote.
Medi,
I'm good to leave
Medi kind of-
immediately.
I'm for
Medi kind of
leaving
shrugs and
immediately.
raises his hand. Medi looks around at what everybody else is doing and kind of like just follows suit.
So
Medi, you
that's
fucking
4-4.
sheeple.
Huntar, you said.
I'd prefer to leave immediately.
Okay.
Hmm.
So it seems that we're pretty much all in agreement. So let's
Yep.
go try and find drivers that will take us there ASAP.
Sounds good.
I can go right now for that. And then all right,
Do we have food for the travel?
and figure that part out. I will get horse.
Sounds good.
We could always stop along the way.
You can just stop at McDonald's, the gas station, maybe, and then just kind of like
Stop at what?
McDonald's, the gas station.
I don't think those are invented yet.
While they're
Joke.
and is going to say, "I'm going to need some gold."
How much
I,
gold is
I
it?
have 8 gold. I don't know how much it is. Just give me a bunch, and I'll give it back to you.
Here's
I have a
30.
single gold piece.
Okay,
And you 30 gold.
I'll
How do you have
take.
so much money?
I'm gonna go.
Ha.
Thank you, Dreams, for subscribing on the Twitch channel.
Woo!
I'm
Ooh.
fucking
Thank you very
pog.
much. Dreams, you'll probably notice that you have a new role as well as for our Twitch subscribers. So that we set up. So I think you stay somewhat the same color, a little bit different, but thank you very much. Much appreciated. So you guys are heading out to break out to go get stuff. or-
Wilder's going to go get cart. Just hiring a cart.
Okay. All right. So you do find let's see. Yeah. So you do find it doesn't take too long to find somebody. So it is going to be, what is that? They say it's going to be 4 gold and 2 silver for 7 passengers.
I gave you a lot of money.
You did. 4 gold and 2 silver. I'll just take that out of mine.
Okay.
Can't
Am I
believe
just putting
Waldo's
my
a
money
sugar
back?
daddy. Thank you, man.
So Damalia, you see as Wilder kind of leaves, at this point he's kind of starting to finish up. You have essentially the outline of what you asked for done, and but not the detail work and stuff like that. That'll take a little bit more. So he's kind of just at this moment he's got your hand and he's kind of like cleaning it and putting this like salve on it so that it it'll try to help it heal, and then he puts a little bandage kind of over it. Says, just be sure to change that, and
Of course.
he says, and I look forward to our dinner later.
As do I, Puppet.
And he'll kind of lead you back to the rest of them.
Welcome back.
Everyone seems off in a tizzy. What did I miss?
Well, we've determined that we are going to, based on the current timetable of things, we're going to try and leave immediately to go to the town.
Immediately.
As soon as Wilder comes back with a carriage and horses and a driver.
Then just kind of laughs when he says,
I can't.
You
Why not?
I need, I have a little arrangement I need to tend to first.
Oh, okay. We can meet you back here then.
I
Wonderful.
don't want to just leave Damalia here.
Why not?
He says, if your friends are leaving, we can always, you can always, I'm sure, take care of whatever your arrangement is later.
Would you terribly mind the postpone?
He says, it's a,
Wow, you were quick.
anticipation will only heighten the experience.
Aren't you a doll? I'll make sure it's worth your while then.
Says,
My eyebrows just raise up at that when I get back in.
as you walk in, he kind of walks up to you Vintash, before you kind of go over there, he says, "You make sure that she returns when you guys do next time. You're not screwing this up for me."
Is he
Not
saying
again.
that audibly?
He's kind of whispering it to him.
Ah.
He's. I mean, so you can give me a perception check to see if you
No,
hear.
I wouldn't try to.
But he says,
I
"You're not going to mess this up for me again."
Don't fuck it up.
I look at Nolan with
Again?
my eyebrows raised. I'm like, it's the other way around, usually, right? Yeah, good on you, buddy. And just like kind of like slaps him on the shoulder. Of course, I'm not gonna fuck it up.
He's like, "Good. I'm wondering how those wings might work."
I look at him and I raise an eyebrow again.
He kind of gives you he kind of raises his eyebrow back at you, kind of like laughs, and he kind of claps you on the shoulder, and he says,
So, Damalia,
Well,
what kind of tattoo did you get?
Oh,
he
the
says,
bandages are still a little stiff, but let me show you. And it is the outline of a ship. Let me see if I can describe it. It's the. I'm just gonna post a picture in chat.
Claire, I've got a perfect representation in chat already.
Yeah. Is that not the tattoo you got?
So good.
Shockingly enough, no, it's not the little paint thing. It's the outline of the ship. There's no text or anything. It's just the outline, basic
Hey,
outline of that.
stream, you're just gonna need to guess. I'm sorry.
I'm sure Julian could share stream
Your
if he's so
options
inclined.
are line art of an actual ship that's really heavily detailed and looks really nice, or a really derpy looking MS Paint on a wave. Pick your favorite. Vote for which one Damalia got. We'll announce the winner next
Place
week.
your bets.
That's the sailor version of Live, Laugh, Love.
"This is the
I'm not getting the text, you animal.
here is Huntar's interpretation."
It's so
Vote.
good.
Vote in
Vote
chat.
one
Who
or
wore it
two.
better?
It's
Vote
clearly
one or two.
better, the one that I made.
Chad, biggest donation decides which one she gets. No, just kidding.
Oh no, I don't want Allie to pay 90.
Allie's not here.
How do I donate?
It would be if Allie was here. It would be what does Jackson get? And
Yeah, you're right.
We must
you
never
would-
let
you
Allie
would
find out
probably
about
get
this.
you would actually
never
get the
did Allie.
googly eyes tramp stamp. If it was-
Yes.
So
It's only the outline so far, but it's shaping up to be pretty promising.
It looks nice.
Julian, scroll
Thank
down on the
you.
stream view so they could see the MS Paint one.
Oh, true. They have to see what they're out for.
The artsmanship must be appreciated.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
there's the bad one, but then scroll down so we see the good one.
There we go.
Good. Can you imagine, like, we spent like all this time traveling with Vintash, he's hyping up his tattoo part of the place, and we get here and you describe what you want to him, and he sketches up and it just looks like that.
Even Vintash was
At
like,
that point, we find a new party member.
If I ever get us commissioned, I am having Damalia have the MS Paint tattoo.
Don't you
100%.
Yes, do it.
I will. There will be blood.
So, would anyone care to run Damalia through the plan?
Oh, you did come up with something. Great.
Sure. Yeah, something resembling a
Yes.
plan.
Promising.
well, the first idea was we do a play, but that was denied.
We'll put it on
next-
the back burner for a similar situation which we have more time to prepare.
Mm-hmm. Next thing is essentially what we're gonna go up during the middle of the night, switch around sneakily, go to a tavern and listen around, and then surround the dude.
My poor beauty sleep. Okay.
Well, you'll be able to sleep on the way there. It's about a 10-hour ride.
Oh, will I?
Yes, it's a 10-hour ride.
Okay.
Why are you staring at me?
No, not staring at you. I'm just looking at the art behind you.
Lincoln, we need to talk after
There's
this.
no art there.
We need to talk after this, Lincoln.
Vintash, not you too.
Trust me, it ain't about me.
You.
So
Anyway, while they're
Anyway, moving forward.
Walter, you do find a carriage. You tell them where you're going to be, and they say that they'll arrive there, and it'll take about 20 minutes for them to get everything ready.
Wilder, do you give back Lincoln all his gold, or do you like try and cheat me out of like 10 gold or something?
he's gonna give you back all your gold because
Oh, you're so nice.
a good boy.
Lincoln would not have doubted you if you're like, oh, it actually costs like 15 gold, so here's half the gold back.
No, he's gonna say, here, Lincoln. It ended up being much cheaper.
Are you sure? I can still spot some of it if you want.
No, I got it.
All right.
It's for my petulant behavior during that.
I think you did.
But we have 20 minutes, so if you guys want to gather some food.
20 minutes. I
can go
might
for
be
a
able to
bite.
work with that.
Probably just speed dates.
That wasn't even what I had in mind.
Malia walks in and is like, all right, look, we could do dinner, or you could take your pants off right now and we could be done with this whole thing.
The way you said it sounded like a chore. Like, let's get this out of the way.
Just
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
it
sometimes.
is.
Sometimes it is.
bro, you're ruining my any percent. Let's go.
I didn't like the hand motion shot.
What?
Like, look, I had this
No, at
frame
the bottom of the
perfect,
screen,
and you
you're
went
doing
and fucked
this.
it up.
By 80%.
Yeah, what's wrong with my any percent?
Hey, Twitch. Come on, please. Don't do it. Don't ban us. We
Wait,
just
hold on, I
partnered.
got this.
Uh,
Oh, Twitch. Oh, we're good now, right?
I stared into the void for a second. Yeesh.
Please give us money.
So 20 minutes have passed.
Oh, that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just the Batman trend. Just
Okay.
I'm crying.
Well, I'll spend that minute.
What are you actually doing, Damalia, with your 20 minutes?
Okay. Is there a bakery nearby?
Is there a baker nearby? Let me see here. Yeah, there's a little bakery that you would see around the corner.
All right, I'm gonna grab a cupcake and a candle. How much?
It would be 9 copper for the 2 of them.
Pog.
No,
Here's-
pogs are extra.
Damn, sorry. Here's the silver, so I'll get 1 copper peck. And then I'll stealth it away in my imp's pocket so that nobody knows.
Okay, very good.
Dun dun dun.
Phew.
Anybody else doing anything in the 20 minutes or so before you guys do
I
your-
already texted what I did. I basically just talked to Joshua and gave him advice.
I was just gonna grab a bite to eat.
Okay, yeah, you're able to find some place that just kind of, you see there's like a street vendor out there that's got like a little, what appears to be like a little grill set up on a cart, and they're just like cooking like strips of meat that are like heavily salted and seasoned, and
Ideal.
and yeah, so it'll cost you 2 copper.
So
I
do you
about to say
like?
2 gold.
Do you have any like
Fucking rocket
lettuce
runners.
with that I can put with this, or like a tomato, or anything in addition to the meat? I like the meat, but just
Jules, how much electrum is that?
do you have Electrum?
Yeah.
2
You're
copper.
funny.
2 copper. It would be 25, or like a 25th of an electrum.
I give them 1 electrum and tell them to keep the change.
I forgot I had a platinum piece.
Why do you have Electrum?
I have 5 of it.
It's common here. It's
Why
common
do
here.
you?
It is
Ask the
it is
DM.
actually very common in
Ask the DM.
Nauru.
Oh no, you didn't.
Oh no.
Animal.
It is. I mean, outside of gold pieces, it's probably the most. You know,
No, use the base 10 system, please.
what are you talking about? That there is a lot of, electrum that is used. But yeah. So he thanks you for the very much. He kind of says, he kind of offers you more. Take a little bit more here for you. As he kind of gives you like a couple extra slices of like another extra plate or two.
Yeah.
Lincoln will get
Take
some of
them.
that as well. By the way, I would have gone with
Okay,
Jackson.
very good.
to get
Well,
food.
yeah, if you're with
I can
Jackson,
pay for you.
he'll give you both whatever.
I have like the most gold in the party. I'm pretty sure. Let me pay for the fucking shit.
Sure. I already gave my
I've already
electrum.
given
though,
him the
so-
electrum, so
Oh, true. Never mind.
Yeah. Mhm.
Put back my 2 copper.
Yeah. So you guys wandering around over here in the different stores, and you just see the different shops as you guys are moving about in the area. So, but yeah. Anyways, so if we have no further business, yeah, the carriage does show up. While there, you see, you kind of return a couple minutes ahead of them so that they know, obviously. And one of the carriage drivers comes out and knocks on the door, enters and says, "I'm looking for a Mr. Wilder."
Oh,
That'll be me. We are definitely ready.
Okay. All right. Well then, you guys begin to head off. Then, unless there's anything stopping you, so you guys begin to move from Khaerball as you guys take off and begin heading towards Weirding, this outpost of Weirding. Anything you guys do along the way, or give you a chance to take care of anything if you guys want?
I'll just I'll whistle a nice tune as we're setting off.
So, question: how many seats does this carriage have?
Hmm?
Do we have to send 2 people up to the roof again?
No, this one, it's a little bit wider. So it's like if you there's no seats on the roof. So, but it's a little bit wider than the last one. So it's not quite as nicely appointed. So a lot less of like the interior is spent with cushioning, and all these other things. So it's more just like a wooden bench with a pad on top of it, kind of thing. So you guys can kind of, if you don't mind squeezing in a bit, you guys can all kind of fit in the center, in the main part.
Damalia doesn't mind squeezing.
Medi actually just says, if you Medi kind of just sits on the floor in the middle, and he's like,
Oh,
and he's just like, I'll just lean up against here, and I'll turn off for a little while.
are you sure you're
Ah.
comfortable?
I don't really feel too much pain.
Fair enough.
So you see he kind of squats down in between the two sets and kind of just puts his back up against one of the benches, and he just kind of like he just stops moving, and you see as he's essentially he kind of goes into a long rest.
So, Link. So, what tattoo did you end up getting? No, I didn't see it.
Oh. Let me show you. The bandages. Here's the outline.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for it to start getting filled
it
in.
looks like it was drawn in MS Paint.
You're a liar and a fraud, and I can't believe you would say such a thing.
I look at that point. I look at Lincoln, and I'm just like, we need to talk.
About?
Things.
Oh, we're here.
and stuff.
What would
Should
you
we
like
be
to
here?
talk about?
I'll wait until we're alone.
You might be waiting a
Interesting
while.
way to go about announcing it.
Yeah. Bibbiton has a bit of flair with certain. That's all I'm gonna say for.
What?
And it definitely has that flair.
Hold on.
Hold on, were you talking to me or to Lincoln?
Both.
Ah. All right. I'll make a
So-
note in my
Me.
calendar.
1 or
Mm.
2?
Me?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
2 for the memes, but 1 for the quality.
Lincoln like just like rubs his chin a little bit, like, oh, not him too. He was talking to Damalia the whole time. Why me?
Trying to find out if you were single or not through Damalia.
Common mistake.
Lincoln, you're
strategy?
popular. Wait, no, never mind. Whew, I'm just okay. I'm gonna read my book again.
What a treat. Bless you.
Excellent
You're
work,
welcome.
Huntar.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys ride in this kind of awkward, like kind of not necessarily silence. I'm sure there's a little bit of small talk, but just like there's a little bit of awkwardness there.
Lincoln will
And-
try to meditate, but he has to like hold the sword like this, and he's kind of like cramped a little bit, so it's kind of like not really working too well.
Yeah, the sword is like whoever's sitting next to you on either side of you is like as this blade like just a few inches away from them.
Well, it's not the blade; it's just the scabbard. But
Okay.
Lincoln, why does it smell like onions?
what do you mean?
What?
Why would it smell like onion?
Onions.
Are you
Uh,
okay?
No, the leather straps on the hilt. It smells like a bit of musk or onions. I can't tell the difference.
How many fingers am I holding up, Vintash?
Are you
Three.
having what the kids
Okay.
nowadays are calling a stroke?
No, I believe
Huntar,
that's
you're not 40.
I think that's the smell of popped kettle.
What are you actually talking about? Hang on.
I
How
mean,
good is your
this-
nose?
The leather
you
on the
actually
straps
die in the
went with
shipwreck?
us through the shipwreck. I'm sure that
I-
had something to do with the scent on them. I haven't had a
Probably.
chance to replace the straps.
The hilt is right under my nose, Damalia.
Ah,
Man, what is that sword all about? I never see you use it.
It's complicated.
secret backstory.
It's
Mhm.
not something I am privileged to use.
Just hold it and meditate with it.
You of all people, not privileged to use something. That's a new one.
Something like that.
As you guys no windows, I would rather wait an hour. As you guys
Window. Roll initiative.
um as you guys are driving, you've been going for about 4 or 5 hours at this point. There comes a knock from the carriage drivers, and one of them leans back and of just doesn't you can't see him, but he calls back. He's like, I hope you brought your slickers. It looks like a storm ahead.
Wonderful.
How far are we
Mhm.
from our destination?
You're about halfway there at the moment.
Thank you.
You guys can kind of like peek out, and as you kind of look over, you do see as you guys are now much closer to the mountains, the hills kind of over there. You do see that there is kind of off in the distance. You do see dark rain clouds. Doesn't look like
I don't see
shoot.
jack shit.
Doesn't look like a dangerous crazy storm. It just looks like it's going to be a heavy rain.
There's a roof on the carriage, right?
There is a roof on the carriage.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
that's why you couldn't see them.
Just wanted to make sure.
So yeah, as you guys get going, sure enough, another couple hours as you guys start going, you start hearing the as the rain starts to fall and hits the rooftop of the carriage. And yeah, you guys soon enough arrive at the outpost of Weirding. And let's see here. Let's bring you,
It's
and you can
weird.
see the you guys head through the walls, and you see that it's divided into the city's actually divided into a couple of sides. as the river kind of passes through it. And you guys, the carriage drivers, will pull up and drop you off over here. So let me take you guys to the map. So give it a second to load in here as they kind of they drop you off here and they say, we'll be waiting here at Bollock's Goods, and they point to this building right here. So whenever you're ready to head back. How long are you planning on staying?
Hopefully
Excellent question.
Shouldn't take us longer than an hour, maybe.
No.
Let's not get optimistic.
Hmm.
He says,
I didn't plan
well,
on
we're
having it
gonna.
last that long.
He says, well, we're going to need to rest the horses, so we won't be able to be ready to leave until the morning at the earliest.
That's fine.
I say, all right, well, then, you know where we'll be. Good luck to you. And you
Thanks.
guys, as you guys get there, you guys did make decent time. You guys arrive, and it's still like 9 p.m. They actually made up a little bit of time. So it's you still see, but it is obviously closed. Like most of the buildings, like everybody's inside. You don't see anybody kind of wandering around at the minute. One of the things you kind of note is you get to the town is it even with the rain, everything seems to kind of be a little dirty. Like you see, there's just the buildings have this kind of like just layer of kind of darkened quality to it. Hey, welcome back, Lincoln.
That kind of like spot.
And it's kind of like just people, miners are moving around, and there's not much, not a heavy emphasis on cleaning stuff. You do see that you guys are kind of dropped off in the commercial district on the east side of the village. They tell you that you see the sundry shop is Balak's Goods. You see there's a shop here that is Nard's Meat Shop. And and you see a few other places, and then there's an inn over here that you can see. But yeah, you see these two places are the two shops that you see, kind of that still seem open at the moment.
Oh,
And then you see the did it get cut off there? Yeah, it did. Okay, hang on, let me. There you go.
Nards and bollocks, huh? I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah, you see.
So which building is called Shaft?
That's the inn.
Please, Sean, it'd be called penis.
It's the mine shaft inn.
Dude, I
Yeah,
can't
there
believe
it
they
is.
named a whole inn after the greatest superhero of all time.
And you see that for Bollock's Goods, there's also a sign that says Bucket's Bottom, and has like a little picture of a pint glass, like a little drawing of a pint glass. So looks like both can be found there.
All right.
Who is this? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna, as soon as we get off the carriage, Walter's gonna have Princess kind of checking the other side of this bridge, trying to stealthily keep an eye out for the king, looking through different top windows or residential windows and everything, just to look.
Okay. All right. Give me a perception check then.
whew. Oh, oh.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Damn.
That one.
Let me.
Duality of man. Oh.
Much better.
Okay. Let me move you guys over here just so also stream can see you.
We've been shifted as if by the will of God.
So yeah, your familiar there is able to fly out, and you see as you get over to the left side, it seems to be This definitely seems to be more of the residential area, and the where a lot of the miners stay. So you do see that they're as it kind of peaks in, you see it's mostly like housing units and barracks and things like that. You see that the this building over here, as it peaks in, appears to be the miners' station. So it's like it seems to be where they check in, they get their tools, where a lot of this stuff is processed, and so that they're getting out there um, at that one. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, as you look around, it just seems um, isn't doesn't see any Kenkus or anything of that would get you um, that you would notice, but it just seems to be various human and dwarf miners you see in the area.
He's gonna have his hood up and try and cover as much of his armor as he can with the cloak.
Should we head over to the inn, or do you guys want to check out the shop first?
I'll get a room for us, or a few rooms for us.
Inn
Go
is a
with
good place to start.
Okay.
Do you want to split
So
up?
as you guys head in there, you see they ask how many rooms. He said it'll be 2 silver pieces a room.
How many you got?
So we really only have 2 rooms. We don't have. Okay. They say we don't get too many visitors up here that aren't workers.
I can
Yeah.
the cost for the room.
You got the cost, Jackson?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Julian,
Yes.
how many silvers, 1 electrum?
5.
5.
5? Yeah.
I don't know your range anyone or not, but I had to
Okay.
answer.
A1 electrum, get 1 silver back.
Okay. So
Is that
I
what you
give him
do?
Yeah, I give him an electrum and give a silver change.
Trying to dump it as best as you can.
Yep.
All right. He's going to say, they take the electrum. They're like, don't see too many of these out in these parts.
I've never been a fan of him.
He laughs. He says, the Hauruans in the big cities, they love these things.
Sure do. I say keep it simple.
He kind of gives you a kind of nod and says, I like you. I agree with you. Yep. So you
Change
gotta
begins
give-
here, boys.
He hands you the keys to the room.
So how would you like to pay today? Cash, credit, debit, electrum?
Electrum is the Bitcoin of this world.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Electrum to the moon,
Is
baby.
that an insult or can't tell who that's insulting for?
They called it Dogecoin.
People made bank.
Is
Dog.
it, did you just call it dog coin?
He did.
I
Let's
said
move past
dodge.
it.
Okay.
Let's move past it.
I said dodge.
Uh,
Doge. Instead of Doge, I said dodge for some stupid reason.
Right.
I like that one more.
So what next?
looking around the room, is there any Kenkus? Just
Give me a
Right on.
perception check. Okay. You see the shop owner is a dwarf, and they're as they're there, and you look around and you see what appears to be an elderly dwarf. You're not sure if it's a man or a woman. It's but appears to be like in a rocking chair in the corner and is just
okay.
passed out. And that appears to be it as far as that goes.
Mm,
As far as what you see in here, as far as people.
empty.
I think it would be good if we
I mean-
split up and checked around here and the other 2 stores nearby.
I agree.
Yeah.
So pair up, everyone.
All right, I'm
What
gonna
is-
head over to Nods.
Lincoln, you want to duo up?
Sure, why not?
Vintash, you with me.
Sounds
One
good.
of us is really sneaky. The other one's a trash can
Yeah.
rolling down a flight of stairs.
Together we bounce out and get like a 10.
All right, then I'm with you, Hunter.
All right,
Medi,
let's go.
Medi, you should stay here in the inn. Just
Hold down the fort.
We pull out our car keys and double tap them twice, and Medi's eyes blink, and then he makes a honk noise.
We hear a ka-chunk as like bolts stick out of his feet into the floor.
Oh, Medi.
He's just
Great.
a grizzly from Halo Wars.
Going there. We're just going right here.
So
Medi
two
will follow
tieflings
Hunter.
walk into a meat shop.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Wow, I want to know how that joke ends.
Which one of us is the rabbit? Which one of us is the priest?
So Damalia, Wilder, and Huntar all go together.
no. Medi's staying at the inn.
Okay.
Wilder is going with Vintash.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Yeah,
know where
it's
we're going just yet. I'm just trying to see where everybody else is going, and then we'll go.
Okay, so Hunter. I'm sorry, Damalia. Are you going with Huntar then, or no?
yes. I'm going
Okay.
with Hunter.
Anybody else going with Huntar?
No, we're splitting into pairs.
Okay. All right. Where is everybody else going?
Do you two want to go to the goods store, or do you want us to go?
We can go.
Right,
Yeah.
Then, Jackson, I guess you and I are going to either ask around here or look around outside and see if we can find anyone walking around.
Might be a good plan. It's good that we get eyes in every part of this town.
The two chiefs.
Two teams, bro, potent thick boy.
All right. So Hunter and Damalia, you head over to Nard's. You see a is run by a female there who introduces herself as Nard. She's says, "Yes, you're not from around here. What brought you to this shithole?"
We're just kind of passing through, need somewhere to rest for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, passing through. I don't want to know where you're going if this is just the stopping point.
Anyway, you're open pretty late for a small town.
Yeah. You get some people that the miners get off at different shifts, so occasionally you'll get. So she looks at kind of does some configuring in her head, like thinking. She says, "A couple hours, the late shift is going to get off, and some of them will be hungry." She says, "If you are looking for it, I got excellent dinosaur meat here."
Dinosaur meat.
Insight check.
Okay.
Dinosaurs don't exist.
Are we
I'll be
just gonna
damned, they
have to fight-
exist.
Are we gonna have to fight a bunch of over-level velociraptors or whatever the hell happened?
Yeah, velociraptors.
She says, "I get it. I get some of it imported from Cholt. Every now and then, it's the best I can afford as far as delicacies go. I mean,
That's
I got regular meat, but it's nothing special."
that's gonna
You do
be a
samples?
pretty expensive import.
Mm.
Yeah, well, when you're mining a good meal, sometimes it's worth a little extra coin.
Do a lot of people invest in dino meat?
Nah, I get a little bit imported once a month.
She's like, "Are you sure you don't want the dino meat, guys? Please, just maybe a little bit. Just a smidge. I really gotta move this
I
inventory."
gotta pedal this shit before it goes back.
Is this like a butcher shop? Like there's just cuts of meat like out in like glass refrigerated areas that you can see, or is it like a diner?
No, it's more like the first thing you said. Like
All
you
right.
see, there's definitely meats. There's like a lot of you see meat is dried meat hanging from the wall and kind of things like that.
I'm gonna look through the meat on display and see if any of it seems like avian in nature.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna look around to see if there's anyone else in the shop and who they might be.
Okay. Give me a nature check, a Huntar, and then give me Damalia. There's not really a check here. You search around and there doesn't appear to be anybody else in here. But she kind of she sees to Huntar as you're kind of like looking at all the different meats. She's going to say, "Look like you're a gamesman. I'm sure you could probably recognize some of this." And she kind of I'm sure you know a good cut of meat when you see it.
Of
Um,
course.
and you do see that there appears to be various different animals. You see, there's a lot of like what looks to be like rabbit or small animal meat. The biggest chunks you get are roth meat, like big cuts of that, which are like the buffalo of kind of the
Yeah.
D&D world. And then you do see there are, as far as avian goes, is chicken, like kind of things, and there are some bird stuff, but nothing that appears to be like that you would imagine is oversized. That would be from something bigger.
Okay.
So you do see it just appears to be all on the level as far as you can tell. Damalia, as you're kind of looking around, and it's not, I mean, it's a decent size, but she's you kind of looking at, she's going to say, "You look like you're looking for something. Is there something I can help you with? Your friend here seems to know what he's looking for."
Just, just browsing, love. I don't know quite as much as my friend does.
So what really brought you here? Nobody, no, but like I said, nobody comes through here.
Give me 1 second. I just want to pull up a map of the
Okay.
area real quick.
Yeah. She just.
Me and my wife here were actually gonna head over to the Mahir jungle. We're thinking of honeymooning over there after the wedding. We wanted to come and check it out ourselves first, so
Yes, we heard
this
it
is
as
kind of just
simply.
a leeway stop while we get a boat on the river.
Yes, we heard the climate was just lovely, and if we get to see some exotic creatures along the way, well, that would just be divine, wouldn't it, darling?
It would be absolutely wonderful.
Give me a deception check.
At
At
advantage.
advantage?
You're lucky it's not a disadvantage.
Oh, it was so good though.
There you
It
go.
was so good.
Yeah, I'm chiming in.
He says,
No, I'm gonna
Wait,
use my
yo.
inspiration. Reroll that.
All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Damalia, please tell me you have a good roll.
you see, she
it's
kind of like
fire.
at this point, she looks at you. She's like, "Well, all right." And she's like, I'm the one that's supposed to be selling bull around here. You're married, and you're taking a honeymoon to the Maher jungles, where the that is filled with Wanti and other dangerous creatures that really nobody survives from.
I have
Like
quite
you
the.
said, I'm a gamesman. I know how to handle my way around some dangerous folks hand to hand. She's good at shooting them from afar. Seems like a great place for the two of us to honeymoon.
Flashback
Yeah.
to Huntar yesterday morning, trying to struggle up a flight of stairs.
For a couple of adrenaline junkies and seasoned fighters, this sounded like the perfect experience. And, not to mention some places, the climate's just too much. Seems like this would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So it was perfect for us.
Okay, well, if you're not going to tell me, you can just say that you want to keep it private. But if you're going to be dealing with anybody in this town, the people here aren't going to take kindly to just people lying to them. People here they're simple folk. They do their work. They speak honestly. So, if you're going to try and bring any of that bullshit around here, then you're going to expect to see a lot of cold shoulders.
Well, one look at our race, and most people give us cold shoulders.
Race out here doesn't matter. Can you work hard? Can you do your job? That's what matters here.
Curious. Don't run into many places like that.
Yeah. Well, I think unless it's obvious you're not here to buy anything. So
Actually, how much for the rabbit?
she so looks at you. She says, "Well, I'll give you the honeymoon special. It'll be 5 silver."
She's sweet.
I'll take that deal.
5 silver for how much, rabbit?
Not a lot. It's definitely an overprice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like a copper.
She says,
Special.
as you guys kind of like pack it up and she start to head out, she's going to say, well, um, she's going to say, oh, did she, um, uh, she'll say, maybe I wish, she's going to say, I wish more of these Kenkus would come through. At least they know what to spend their money on.
More Kenkus.
You mean you've actually seen one?
'Cause, yeah, um, why does it matter? One came
Uh,
through a couple of days ago and bought 3 raw dino steaks.
That's a lot of dino steaks.
Yeah, paid a pretty penny for it. I was happy to sell it to him. Didn't come in here with any bullshit. Although he ended up repeating most of what I said back, so I don't know what he was saying.
That's the
Well,
nature of things.
Yeah, if what I've heard about Kenku is true, it's, their own speech is hard for them.
Hmm.
Do you know if the Kenku is still in town? I've never seen one before. It'd be pretty cool to actually see one in person.
Man.
I also kind of owe an apology because I've shot down a lot of crows and ravens. I feel a bit guilty about that.
Man, this is just a lot of.
She can smell the bull.
You also have to send them a thank you note for your wedding gift, I'm sure. She says, that was 5 days ago when he came in and bought everything. So I haven't seen him around town since, but who knows?
Ah, that's a shame.
Most people
Yeah.
from out of town don't stay here very long.
Of course. Well, thank you for your business.
Mhm.
I'll send you a postcard from the jungle.
She's gonna laugh at this. She's gonna head out. Okay, so Wilder and Vintash, you guys are heading to Mullins. Jackson and Lincoln, you guys are just what?
We're gonna
You guys
start
are
at
just
the
walking
inn
the
and then
street?
like wander around in like the street a little bit. See if we
Yeah.
can find
We're
anybody.
keeping to the
Oh,
streets.
Taking it to the streets.
We're walking the beat.
Yeah, you guys, as you guys give me, I guess perception or investigation checks as you guys are just walking around. I'll get back to you guys, Vintash or Wilder. Okay. Yeah, you walk around and you see that there really isn't anybody out on the street.
We're in sync,
Bro boat.
Yeah.
rowboat.
So you guys walk around. You do see that there are a few. You see smoke coming out of chimneys, and it appears that everybody's kind of inside. That's going to be inside at the moment. So you don't see anybody really walking around at the moment. You do see that there are on the other side of the bridge, near where the miner station is. You do see a couple of what appear to be guards that kind of keep watch there from the top of the building, which you can see is like it's surprisingly heavily fortified. As you see, there's like ballistas. There's at least 3 different ballistas on the roof, kind of pointing across.
That seems excessive.
Mm-hmm.
Also seems like a good place as any to ask around for suspicious individuals.
Yeah, hoping that we aren't counted as them.
Oh, I mean, if they're all ruined, we might be able to pull some sway. Maybe.
Do you want to lead?
Sure. What could go wrong?
Don't worry, I've got your back if things get too messy.
Well, I mean, if things get messy, we might end up with a ballista bolt in our everywhere.
That's
So.
not what I meant by messy. That'd be really messy.
Make
So
our
you
way
guys-
to the place.
Okay. So you guys head over to there. As you guys head across the bridge, you see the guards kind of do notice you as you're walking up, but they don't, unless you guys are like, charging swords out. They're not, they're just kind of keeping watch.
I
But,
cast Fireball.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna meet this one.
And as you guys see, you do see that there are a lot of lights, and you do see there are a few people on this side of the town. where that like kind of you'll see an occasional like person run across from one building to another, trying to stay out of the rain, but most of them seem to be inside.
Do the guards have like uniforms on, or is it just like hodgepodge armor stuff?
They they have, yeah. I mean, they have a uniform and armor, and it's essentially just looks like if you took like what's it, like a dark gray kind of jumpsuit, the kind that like you step into and zips up the front.
Mm.
It looks like they have that, and then they have like a chest plate sitting over it, and a couple like little bracers, and it looks very kind of haphazard, but not you know. They probably have more. You imagine at this point that they're not wearing like full armor. They probably
stuff.
this is a day-to-day thing. They're not expecting any trouble, so they're just like half-assing it.
I will cast message to one of the ones I can see on the roof, since it's raining and I don't feel like shouting. Pardon me, but we are from further inland. I was wondering if we could speak to you or to the guard captain or anyone about some suspicious individuals.
They like you see your what the hell?
You can respond to this message, by the way.
Who is this? And then you see like they look down and it's like, get out of my head! What are you doing?
We don't like magic.
What
Sir,
business do you have here?
We want to talk to you.
Speak. I can hear you just fine without using any of your magic to talk to me in my head.
I simply didn't want to shout, but okay. What? They don't. Do they look?
Like,
it's not like.
Just like they're not expecting it. You guess there's probably not too many magic users around here.
Fair enough. Their armor and stuff. They don't look like Hellruin at all, right?
Say again.
They don't look like standard Hellruin stuff at all, right? There's no like.
Nothing like the military.
Gotcha.
This is more like this is probably some like more of a privatized guard.
I was hoping to talk to them inside, so we need to shout the whole thing up to them. Any ideas, Jackson?
Well, if he's gonna make an issue of it, we might as well just get it over with. We're looking for a suspicious individual. Would we be able to talk to you?
They are going to say, on whose authority?
On the authority of the Hellruin military.
And they kind of like.
And he'll hold out like the crest from his armor.
He'll see it and they'll kind of like, they'll look at each other like, oh shit, we gotta deal with this. This is all right. And you see, they like, it's all right. You talk to him. I'll stay up here. And he's like, all right. The one that you messaged. He's like, meet me around front.
Thank you.
And he's going to, you're going to see he's going to essentially come down over here. So he's going to be over here. So the guard comes down and he's going to say, what is it? Who are you looking for?
Well, I'll cut to the chase here. Any suspicious individuals coming to town in the past few days? Let's say past week, maybe.
Nothing that I know of that we've seen. There's occasional adventurers or traders that pass through, but on their way to some sort of adventure. But no ways it stayed long enough to cause trouble or be suspicious.
Any Kenku?
Haven't seen it. Kenku. Those are the bird people, right?
Birds. Yes. This one specifically mimics people.
Haven't seen anybody like that. Says, honestly, if you're looking for somebody like that and you want to know what's going on, probably best to ask at the tavern. There's all kinds of rumors there.
All right.
Well, if you do see anyone like that, can you please report it to me or my colleague here?
Are you staying in town? Are we going to have
staying the night?
It depends what we find while we're here, but we do need to find our quarry at some point.
It's like, look, I'm gonna level with you. I don't want to deal with the paperwork of this. If this is an official Haruan thing,
Neither do we.
you know, we don't have.
I assure you,
in
it's
and out.
simply a bounty. We're just here to get in, get out, call it a day. No paperwork
Alright.
needed.
Then do what you got to do. Don't cause any trouble. I'll let the rest of the guards know.
Appreciate
Thank you. You've been a great help.
Okay,
it. What's your name, sir?
Says my name.
Julian, think
What
of
do
a
you
name
need my
on the
name?
spot. Let's go. I simply wanted to make an introduction. My name's Lincoln.
Mm.
A polite thing to do.
It's a good name. And he kind of walks away.
What a bitch.
Right.
Good thing they don't like us for anything.
That's okay. That is its own help. That
Alright,
means
so
they
you-
won't interfere with us.
So the tavern it is, I suppose.
Okay. Speaking of, let's go back over to Wilder and Vintash. So you guys are heading over here, and oh boy,
What happened?
that's just a black screen, isn't
Yep. Thank you.
It's a cube.
Very
Ooh,
cool.
yeah.
Claire, you are double micing.
Am I double micing? Ah, shit, my bad.
it? There we go.
You're also on a different mic.
I am, because these headphones have their own mic.
So, yeah, so Vintash and Wilder, you see there appears to be like, as you guys over here, part of the building you see appears to be like a blacksmithing and kind of just forging area where they make stuff. And you guys enter in through the front door here.
Well,
As you,
say Vintash. Follow
Yeah.
my lead, alright?
I look at my wrist, but pretend like I have like a sundial watch. I'm like, sure.
So we're married. We're honeymooning in the jungle nearby full of dangerous creatures.
Ruined my joke.
I just yeah. Sure.
Literally, that's okay.
You gonna give me any leads or just like any hints or fuck it,
Nah.
we'll just do this on the fly.
Yep,
It's
just
fun. It's more fun this way.
and then we go in.
Mhm.
so as
I'll
you
wait
guys-
5 seconds. Then go in.
Okay. So, so as you enter in, you see that this is just, it looks like, somebody, tons of stuff around here, like a hoarder, just opened up shop. And you see there's all kinds of like regular gear and things that you might need, but there's just like knickknacks and odds and ends and just anything that might be possible to be sold. It seems to have been stashed around here. You see behind the counter is a little a gnome, an elderly gnome, as he kind of seems to be reading something at the moment. Kind of just looks up at the two of you as you enter in, and he's like, "Are you here for a bucket's bottom? If so, it's through the door down the stairs."
Oh yeah, we're just here. We're going to trying to find some stuff here. I just need a couple of goods, but we'll also check out this bucket's bottom. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
You woke up into silence today, didn't you?
He kind of looks up as he hears this kind of strange voice. He's like, "Yeah, ain't that strange? Well, whatever you're looking for, I probably got it. I don't.
We're not trying to sell you anything. You see, we're just seeing these nice little bracelets. Like these are actually pretty nice. Not strange.
Ropes for the bracelets. So we're gonna need some ropes. We need some silk ropes. We're gonna need your strongest ropes. We're gonna need some string. We need some of that, you know.
I'm gonna say, well, he kind of looks at you, he's like, well, I got a rope. If you want rope, you got a rope right there. If you want string,
Where does
he
the
kind of
plan
like
come in?
digs behind the counter and like starts putting like boxes and stacking them. And he kind of pulls out a ball of string. He's like, I got some string.
All right. I also need some information as well. You see, I'm an environmentalist.
That's what you want to be truthful about? That's
I
the
think
thing
it
you're
was the word.
thinking?
Hey, environmentalist. Do you think we need a knife to cut the rope with? And I start
Oh,
waving
yeah.
it around haphazardly.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need that knife. See, we're a little bit, weak, so we're trying to do whatever we can to defend ourselves in the environment. Yep.
Kind of just see,
I
he's just kind
want
of like,
to die.
Hey,
he's just
Julian,
like
prep
looking
for
at
this.
looking at you and just doing this, and he's kind of got like one big eye, kind of just listening, and goes like, oh, all
I'm
right.
glad we played it straight, like normal people.
So I do need to know. This is a very random, weird area, weird environment. All right. So I'm wondering, has there been any strange, different races that have been coming here through the past 2 weeks? I need to knock them down. Knock them down.
Okay,
What type of strange race are you talking about there, environmentalist?
The environmental kind, like any of them. See, I'm a
Senses? Is that what's happening?
humans, elves, any random things. Oh, those tabaxi. Those ones are good.
You aren't talking about the bird, the one with the feathers too? If you're talking about the backs, you gotta be talking about them too.
he's gonna say, I'm gonna need y'all to pay up front. As far as weird race people coming through, aside from yourself, you had some bird person come through about 5 days ago. He bought my entire stock of sunflower seeds.
My notes confirm it. He does love sunflower seeds.
Let's see. That does sound like a very Kenku thing over there. So do you know where this strange race has gone off to? Any, leads of where he might go? I need to talk to him.
Why was your cover xenophobic, like environmentalist? Why was that the cover you took too?
What I say? That's a usual K race over there. They like to be referred to Kenku, don't you see, environmentalist?
Yeah, the Kenku. Do you know where he might have gone to, sir?
He kind of like he's going to say, kind of point at the table, like he's kind of like doing the like he's waiting for your payment for the stuff.
Yeah. Here's some gold. I don't know how much these things cost. Ropes, random. And he's just gonna put down 2 gold.
Okay, I think that's enough. I think rope is not that much, right?
Should be.
Not that
Rope
much.
actually costs 37 electrum pieces.
I actually need the rope. So,
Rope is a gold piece for rope, and then you also had string. Where's string?
he just gives him 2 gold. And he's gonna say, "That's for all of that, for the information too." But I do really need to know where this person is, and any other races that have been in through here that have been.
Sure, how much does this a shoulder piece cost over here?
What are you doing?
You gotta buy the whole set.
What are you doing?
You're gonna have to buy the whole set, and if you want that dagger, that's the 2 more gold pieces. But no, I meant down below. If you want to know information about where anybody is, you get down to Bucket's bottom. That's where everybody talks, and I ain't your source for information.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you. And I will give him the 2 gold pieces. I do need that.
Okay. Rope and a string, yeah.
I put the dagger down. Thank you, good sir.
This is where Huntar's Nat 1 deception went, huh?
Yeah.
This is you did not get his name, but if you were to guess, it's Bollock.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys sit down here, and you see there just appears to be like more stuff, and then you can see there's a sign on the back door over here that says Bucket's Bottom.
Okay.
While we're getting through there, he's gonna say, "Vintash." All right.
I followed your lead.
You did. Good job. Let's go.
What else did you want me to do?
I don't know what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting that. I also wasn't expecting what I was gonna do. So it's all good. Let's just go downstairs.
Oh, we're playing the feast now. We gotta continue on with this.
Okay, very good. So you guys head downstairs. And you guys see the stairs lead down to another door. And you guys, as you guys head through, you guys enter into Bucket's Bottom. As you guys see, you guys head down here. Let me bring
We need vision.
around. Can you guys see?
No.
Nope.
I don't need to be aware of anything that happens with
Well, I know those of
These
you who
two?
aren't
anymore.
the players, just if you can't see, go ahead and just drop yourselves on the map somewhere, just so you can kind of keep watching.
I mean,
Or you
also
can
the
watch
stream, Julian.
Yeah.
Well, stream can see. The stream's on there. The stream has a little view character.
Yeah, you guys should be able to see the two of you. The great
Suspicious
father and
Lincoln look
Vintash.
alike.
So you see, as you guys head down here, you see that this place is still busy. It doesn't seem to matter what time of day it is. You see, it's filled with locals relaxing and working off steam from a long day at the mine. You see, there's a small boxing / wrestling ring in the tavern where you see that people seem to be gambling between boxers. You see, there's a few different people here as you guys kind of enter in. You're going to see this gentleman over here appears to be kind of a bookie. It seems to be like taking bets, and like has he's got a book out in front and he's writing everything down and he's counting coins out. And as he sees you, he's going to call out, "Hey, if you're looking to make a bet on the fight, just let me know. I got you covered right here."
How does I look at while there and like put like a eyebrow. Are we doing the same voices again? Like no. Okay.
He's just
By the way, just so you I'll finish kind of before you guys respond.
Mhm.
You do see there's also what appears to be the bartender over here. You see this kind of bartender just kind of standing there, and he seems to just be kind of staring off into space, cleaning a cup at the moment. You do see that there is a guy over here that looks to be very anxious and kind of just as you're looking around, you see a bunch of locals and don't really stand out, but he kind of stands out. You see this kind of guy just very kind of like nervous and anxious guy sitting there and watching the fight very intensely. You also see there appears to be a little bit better dressed woman that is sitting kind of off in the back corner over here, just kind of watching the fight, but seems to be very kind of quietly in the back there.
So, what do I have to do to get in there myself and release some of my own steam?
Wilder's gonna say, but that's
He's going to say, "You're looking to get into a fight here, huh?"
I'm thinking about it.
He's like, "Well, tell the way it goes is if you're looking to fight, you tell Windows to wait an hour, and
I thought you meant that in character, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
sorry." He's going to say, "You'll have to wait till the current match is up, but the next match, if you're up for it, it's a wrestling, boxing match, whatever. No eye gouging, nothing below the belt. Standard, no weapons. Says winner takes 25% of whatever the bets are.
Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you.
If you're wanting to do it, come back and see me. The name's Gregory."
Nice to meet you, Gregory. Name's Tosh.
Point
Good
out.
luck, Tosh. If you're placing bets, see me too.
Mm-hmm.
probably,
Oops, sorry.
we could probably do that later once we meet up with the others, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to get as much information. I'll hang out with the bartender.
Sounds good. I'm gonna watch around and I'm gonna place a bet myself, but I'm gonna watch around.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'll put like 5 copper, 1 gold piece on her.
Okay. All right. Very good. Yeah, you see, there appears to be like one guy. He's dressed in kind of just, cloth. Appears to be a miner. This one over here appears to be one of the guards that is off duty at the moment, and they're kind of going at it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just put 1, and then I'm gonna sit around over here is like, the seat taken.
Where did you sit?
Over here.
Oh, you see as you get there, he says, yeah, yes. Sure. You can sit there. Just don't block my view.
That's okay. That's okay. You see you have quite a bit of money on here. Anyone I should worry about?
He's going to say, well, I'm hoping this one is able to win. I really need him to win. Yeah. Wilder, what are you doing? I'll come back to you.
He's gonna go up to the bar and he's gonna kind of just knock on the counter, and it's gonna say, "Whiskey, please."
See the bartender. And let me see. Do I have?
You guys know that scene in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie where they go into the boat tavern, and SpongeBob's like, Patrick, make me a distraction, and Patrick just says, "Can I use the bathroom?" That's it. That's the kind of synergy I feel between Vintash and Wilder as their team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
I thought it was a recreation of that scene.
This is the just for the stream sake. So this is the that's the bookie. That's Gregor, who appears to be he is a half orc. Just in case you didn't know. So and then there's the bartender you see here. And as you kind of like order your drink, he kind of like is just as he's cleaning, he kind of just turns slowly towards you. He's like, "One whiskey coming up," and sets down his cup and like just goes and grabs a bottle and very slowly and like he comes over and starts to pour a drink. That'll be 4 silver.
4 silver it is.
This man is dead to the world.
As you look at him, he does appear to like he appears to have like this kind of like you're not sure if it's 1,000-yard stare or a 0-yard stare. He's either looking off into the the astral plane or he's got nothing going on. You're
He's
not sure.
blitzed out of his mind.
I'm guessing by your entire demeanor that nothing too interesting happens around this town.
Well, there's the fights.
Any interesting people usually come down here, maybe like that one. He points over at the.
Hey, which one? Oh. He's like, oh, says Mez ain't weird.
Not weird. I said interesting. Interesting.
Mez works for the wizard.
There's a wizard here?
Right.
Do you happen to know this wizard's name? I'm a general practitioner of the arcane arts myself. I might want to pick his head for a bit.
Okay. You can find him at Weirding Manor.
Ah, all right. Thank you for that. Have you seen a bird person as well? I really just like all kinds of interesting folk, if you get my meaning.
Yes.
To the meaning or to the bird folk?
Yeah, left draw, right on the left draw.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you kindly, sir. Thank you for the whiskey. And he's just gonna.
He kind of just then picks up that same cup that he's been like cleaning, and then just kind of goes back to it and starts just
Like the
cleaning.
thing at that point is when he finally got the whiskey to you.
No, I mean he was moving.
No, I know.
slowly.
I just in my mind, I think
Yeah.
it's funnier that way.
Yeah, you see the fight is going, and as they're going, the guard is definitely kicking this one's butt, and as it keeps going, you see that this guy is getting just like, oh, oh, oh no, oh, this is bad, this is bad, it's very bad.
Why is it bad,
Pull out
sir?
your gun and shoot him.
I've placed a few bets and they haven't worked out and I was really hoping that this one would be the one that turned it around, you know. Gregor doesn't like when you don't pay, and so I didn't really have the money to pay for the bet that I placed on this one. So, oh God, Oh, is he bleeding? Is he bleeding? Oh God.
That's normal. That's normal. And I'm like looking at Wilder like with a concerned face towards the guy next to me.
You hear a loud crack, and you kind of look back at the ring, and you see this guy falls to the ground unconscious.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
And he's like, oh dear. Gregor's right by the door. And I wonder if there's any more fights. I could bet on the next fight, maybe double or nothing. I'm sure he'll get me out of that.
Okay. Son of a bitch, Julian.
He's like at the table, and you can see like he is. This is what he looks like. You can see he's got he looks to like he doesn't look like he. It doesn't look like a miner. He does look like he has some sort of other occupation, but it is more of a physical nature, like he's outside. You can gather that he's probably lost most of his hair from pulling it out, as he constantly is kind of pulling at his hair.
Okay, you owe me for this one. Double or nothing on me.
You don't know how much you bet yet, you animal.
Take a dive.
You're much nicer than I am.
The crowd cheers.
Oh yeah.
This guy is pulled out, and kind of some of the people pull him out, and they take him to do it. And they cheer as this person comes out and collects their winnings. As kind of Gregor comes over, hands it to them. You hear some of the people, of course, cheering, and some of them cursing it, depending on who they bet on. And Gregor kind of like, happily walks around the collecting from everybody and paying out as need be.
Jackson, I wonder how the others are doing.
Yeah, I would say by this time, so
I'm sure they're
Jackson and Lincoln, as you guys are heading back, you're heading back just as like they're coming out of the meat shop. So we'll go back up here. So
I'm sorry, guys, but Jules gave me something that Vintash would have done.
I know.
Nah, we get it.
Hey
good.
there, you two.
So
Hey,
yeah.
so small problem. Kenku's not here anymore. Larger problem, we have to go to the jungle and send a postcard back here.
Why?
What?
It's a very long story.
It's complicated. But yeah, the Kenku left about 5 days ago. Nod said that she hasn't seen him since, so he's probably not in town anymore.
Gotcha. We
That's
talked to
concerning.
the guards. They said that we might be able to find more information at the inn. So we were heading there.
Shall we all go together then?
Sure.
Sure.
We can meet up with Vintash and Wilder there. I think
That
that's where we're
sounds
headed.
lovely. I hope they're not getting into too much trouble.
Well, of course.
The two of them-
breaking a chair over someone's head.
The two of them can never get into trouble.
No.
Of course.
If there's anything we know them for, they're the most level-headed people in the group.
Absolutely.
Easily the most stoic.
They won't do something
Like,
stupid
they'd
like
never
fake an accent.
Yeah, they'd never put on some dumb accent and then go and join a fight club or anything like that.
And
So why
really,
a
they hate
postcard
casual
from the-
xenophobia.
Why a postcard from the jungle?
It's to
Didn't we
convince
just
the
say
meat
it's
shop
a-
owner that we're married.
Of
Jules,
course you
you
did.
were so happy that I went there with Wilder, huh?
Oh yeah, it's like of the two that would go there. So the four of you guys, as you guys head there, you do, as you guys enter into Balak's goods, you do see he kind of, this gnome kind of like, he's kind of, at the moment he seems to be counting some coin, like he's putting 2 gold away.
Why are we here? Are we going to the inn?
You guys are going to the
The
I
inn
think
is
you guys
below.
said you're
We
gonna
have to go
follow.
through.
Yeah.
The other place.
You have to go through Bollock's Goods to get to the tavern.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So, as you enter, and he kind of looks up as he sees the four of you enter. He's going to be like, "Bucket's bottom through the back door over there."
Thank you.
Thank you very much, good sir.
He's like, he looks as he sees the two tieflings. He's like, "You aren't. Are you with the other one? The one who was surveying things?"
Absolutely not. And Hunter's just gonna walk away.
He's just gonna leave them walk away and look at them. Did they call themselves an environmentalist?
He's gonna say, "One of them, yeah."
Nope.
Man, you got the brain.
So you guys head down. So you guys go ahead and move yourself up to the top here. Those of you who are just arriving, go ahead and move up to here. You guys are arriving. Gregor, Vintash, before they
God damn it.
before they step down, you do see that the guy you were talking to is as Gregor comes over to him, and Gregor is like, "All right, oh sorry, where did he go?" He says, "All right, Nator, it's time to pay up. You lost again." And he's going to say, "Well, double or nothing. I promise. I will do it. I want to bet on this new guy. Double or nothing. I swear I'm good for it. I will pay you." And Gregor kind of like looks at him. He's like, "You're already in for more gold than you want to be. If you can't pay me, you know what's going to happen to you. I want to get my gold." And he kind of, "Yes, yes. I'm sure. I promise." And he says, "All right, double or nothing on the new guy." All right. And you hear, and so he kind of takes his, writes it down, and you see he kind of steps up to the side of the ring over here. And this is just as you guys are walking down. And he's going to say, "All right, everybody, we got our next fight. We have a newcomer that's come into the city and wants to take on a local champion here. So, what is your name again?" And he calls over to you, Vintash.
Tosh. Name's Tosh.
Lincoln immediately just face palms.
I
He says,
hate
"Let me hear you.
everybody
Let me
there.
hear cheers for Tosh." And you hear some of the crowd.
You're an idiot.
You
Jesus.
see, Nator over here is just like, he's like, "Yeah, you got this. Like, please, you got this." He's
Why
like,
didn't we stay with him? Why didn't one of us go with him?
I don't know. I have a feeling
It wasn't the
something
most
happened
thought out groupings. I'll admit that.
and he's going to say, and our local champion is Froror Silverkin. And you see, and he kind of go, "Ah!" He kind of raises his fist, and you see the crowd cheers for him as he raises his fist. He's like, "All right, everybody, I'll be coming around. Make your bets. Round starts in 30 seconds." And he kind of steps off and begins kind of moving around. Says, "All right, who's got Taj? Who's got Roar?" He kind of starts moving around. Wilder, let me get back to you. So you are heading around, and you do notice this conspicuous lady over here who does not appear to be much like the other ones, and appears to be a sun elf.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
As he like approaches her table, he's just gonna kind of like, "Ma'am, taken."
She kind of says, "No, of course. Take a seat."
There are no free tables.
Assuming this is the most interesting thing about this town.
I'm sorry. Say that again. I didn't. Hear.
I'm assuming this ring here is the most interesting thing about this town.
He says, "Well, for the miners and the residents," she says, but this is a way to to pass the time, the tedium, bashing each other's brains out when they're not bashing the rocks out.
Oh, pardon my rudeness. I'm Wilder, and he's gonna like smile, and he's gonna use prestidigitation to a little ting. This thing.
She says, she kind of looks at you and smiles and says, "Ah, I see, a practitioner of the arts." Um, she's going to say, "It's a pleasure. My name's Mez Cara."
Name beautiful.
Wait, do I get another gold?
So you will see, and here's an image for you of what she looks
Oh
like.
wow.
She's cute.
And she's going to, as she does it, as she says that, and she introduces herself, she's going to, and she says, Mez Cara, she's going to kind of hold her hand out, like, kind of like, for you to take it, like, kind of like a handshake. And as she does, she's going to use prestidigitation to have a faint musical notes play in the background as she shakes your hand.
God, it's like an RPG, like character introduction music.
So at this point, yeah. So you see Gregor is going around taking bets. Vintash, you see they're about to start. You're waiting for Gregor to kind of make his way around. Gregor sees the four of you guys enter in and take a seat at the bar. He's like, more newcomers. My name's Gregor Forskog. I'm running all the juice on these fights here. Are you any of you looking to take a bet?
Yeah. What's that
Depends. What are
champion's
the
name?
odds?
What does he mean by juice?
He controls the fighting economics.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna say 2-1 on the newcomer.
I'll put 5 silver on the newcomer.
I'll put 2 gold on the newcomer.
I got a gold on the champion.
It's like,
Team
all right.
player.
Okay.
None for me, thank you.
I like playing house odds.
All right. And then he kind of takes it, and as he kind of gets back over here, he kind of says, "Fighters, are you ready?"
Yep.
Right. Fror goes, "Ah!"
He's an animal.
Yes. And he sees there's like a little bell that's hanging on the side there, and he's going, "All right, fight!" And he hits the bell. Vintash,
Whoops.
go ahead and give me initiative.
I literally just got out. I accidentally clicked my back button.
God damn it, Kay.
I think he forfeits.
I literally accidentally just clicked my back
Just
button.
blinks out of it.
Vintash just sits there and gets,
Disappeared.
Vintash just sits there as this guy.
Can you
keeps his face
roll
in.
initiative for me, Jules? Try to log back in.
He's got the same stare as the bartender. He's just a PC whose player hasn't connected back again.
Ian, you know SAO Bridge where Kirito wants to duel what's his fuck and then just spaces out and just gets murdered in 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jules.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Where he goes to the extensive
I
planning.
didn't roll very well for you though.
That's
They
okay.
give him the Sherlock
back in.
scene, and it just hard cuts to him on the
Him
floor.
on his ass.
I'm back in.
But will we go as ballistic as the crowd?
Will we burn down the Coliseum?
Okay. All right, very good. Let's got some music there. Okay, so you're going to see, as the bell rings, you're going to see he is ready to go first, and you see as he kind of like as he takes his first couple steps towards you, you see he's kind of actually seems to be a little off balance, and you realize that he's probably had quite a bit to drink beforehand. So he kind of like takes a couple steps towards you, and he's like, "Come on!" And he kind of just sits there and waits for you.
He's a master of the drunken fist. Be careful.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I'd be surprised.
And that's his
I
turn.
hate moments.
He kind of moves to the center and waits for you.
Joanne's
Jackson's
like, "I
just
hate
gonna
mom.
fight as
Here's a
much
mom."
as he sees this.
Okay. I'm gonna go move 5 feet and just like kind of circle around him.
Okay.
And like I'll use my reaction to grapple him if he comes to me.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. It's well, he sees. He's like, "You scared, huh? All right, you should be." And he
Come on,
kind
with
of
the strength of Vintash.
he moves forward to take a strike at you.
And I'm gonna grapple.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a contested strike or athletics check, I should say.
Sounds good.
Spicy.
Ooh. Vintage is not having a good day.
So you go for the strike, and you go to grab him, but he's just moving in a little bit more unpredictable way because he's not kind of steady on his feet.
Okay.
He kind of just throws this wild shot that connects with you as he swings around, and you take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I noticed this. I'm like, oh no. Okay.
Not promising start.
Okay. All right. Vintash.
I hit him once with a nice simple right jab. Right jab. 15 hit.
So as you go to hit him, you see he kind of he kind of stumbles and falls, and your hit just misses over the top.
Okay.
Guys,
okay.
Vintage doesn't have another body in there. He can't do anything.
You see, as you just barely miss him with your jab, as he kind of stumbles and falls. You see, as he's falling, you just see he kind of just throws another punch, just a wild punch.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow!
Which will hit. Take another 5 bludgeoning as he just kind of swings around.
He's trying his hardest to not cheer.
Do you think
If
we
you
should throw him in
okay.
the chat?
Not a bad
I
idea.
think
might
that
need
might get us killed.
So as a bonus action, I'm going to have a Shield of Faith bless on me. Come on me. Mm-hmm. Increasing my.
As he's like, you use
Very mature.
You.
I'm watching him. I'm trying to figure out what he's all about, and I'm gonna move around a bit more.
Okay.
I wasn't
Okay.
gonna say it, then I saw Claire's reaction.
All right. Well, so he's going to take another shot at you.
That hits.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you're rolling really well.
By a drunken bastard. I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
He kind of gives you another shot to the. He gives you a shot to the gut, and you kind of it's in the crowd, and then stumbles a bit. And he does so.
Okay.
Right. Vintash.
Vintash is now gonna give him a good right hook.
Okay.
17.
That will hit. Okay. And as the crowd kind of cheers as you manage to get him hit him back.
Grapple. Come on, Vintash.
He
Okay.
can fail that.
Hey, he did.
See?
So he's going to use his drunkard's luck to re-roll that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Drunkard's luck.
There we go.
Yeah. So he manages to just kind of you grab onto him, and you see he just kind of slips out of your hands, does the dead weight kind of move.
Sounds good. Action surge. Hit him again. Another jab.
Okay.
Action surge. Oh,
That will miss.
Come on, Vintage. Okay.
Okay.
Vintage is just not going well for you.
Takes another step. Oh my goodness.
if
man.
you lose, he joins our party.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
You see, as he kind of squirms out of you, he throws an elbow and connects with you right against the right against your gut, and then he's going to just swing wildly with his other arm. Let me see here.
We've seen this man pound people into the dirt. How is he
You
losing?
see, he swings his other arm just wildly off into the nowhere near you.
And so does it hit me? Okay.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't swing anywhere near you.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Oof. This is something. Okay, another right jab.
Okay, that'll hit. Oof, big hit. You see, as you hit this, you hear a little crunch as you hear his nose just as you hit him right in the middle of the face, and you see just blood starts to pour out from his nose. But he doesn't seem affected by it, but you know that you've just bashed in the front of his face.
Okay, no, a second one here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. So he's going to as he kind of drips his blood, and then he kind of looks at you and just try and headbutt you.
If it hits shield. It doesn't.
Okay, that does miss. He's going to try to use his drunkard's luck, but that misses still. All right, Vintash.
Okay, I'm getting back into this. No, I'm serious. I'm gonna give him a good right hook. 15 misses.
You see, it misses as you see he like again like appears to like like you're going to give him a right hook and he kind of like stumbles backwards just out of range and he just.
This is something.
And as he kind of stumbles backward, he takes another swing, but that will miss.
Man, I can't believe he breaks his own jaw. Wild.
He's going to kind of see that you're hitting him, and he's going to try different. So he's going to run, and you're going to see he's going to like hit the ropes here and kind of back off, and he's going to try and like bounce off and then come back with a big, huge like.
Can I use my reaction to hook bind him as he runs away from me?
No, he doesn't actually get out of your range.
That still misses.
Yeah, as he throws his big telegraph punch, and you're easily able to dodge out of the way. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna uppercut him
He
again.
kind of like stumbles his way to here as he kind of comes over. All right, very good. Yeah, as he stumbles and you see him coming, you're easily able to sidestep and poof, pop him from underneath. You hear a sick and you see as he gets hit, he kind of stumbles a bit more.
And this time I'm gonna grapple him again.
Okay.
Oh, come on. I just can't catch him.
You can feel that. Well,
We didn't though.
Yeah, you're.
I can't catch him.
Yeah, he's just like you're like as you try to grab one, like you get a good grip, but like he's just like sweaty, like excessively sweaty, and you're just like you just can't get a solid grip on him.
Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm getting sick of this guy.
So he kind of stands back up. You see he kind of like as he stands back up, you see he has the moment where he's like
oh, he's about to,
and then he throws a punch. So he misses, and you see as he misses, he just kind of like swings himself backwards, so he's facing away from you for a second, and then like vomits outwards and like covers this corner of the ring, and the crowd is like cheering.
Okay.
At the same. And
Jack,
he kind of
Julian, real
I
quick,
thought we wanted a clean fight.
huh?
How is
This
this guy doing? How is
this guy
Vintash's biggest fan?
He is cheering when he sees him hit, and he is like on a near. He's about to have a heart attack when he saw Vintash getting hit. So he's on a roller coaster ride over there.
Okay.
He looked like he might faint.
I'm going over here, and I'm gonna drop kick him into the ground.
Okay, very good.
Damn.
Uppercut gonna count.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you do a drop kick, and he kind of as you hit him, you kind of push him forward, and he kind of starts to slip in what the mess he just made, and like manages to just and find his footing and kind of step back.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, as I get up, I'm gonna try to hold him and grapple him once again.
Okay.
Come on, Vintash, you gotta roll better than this, dude.
Hey, Maddie,
he'll
got it.
he'll use his last drunkard's luck.
Yay!
You managed to grapple him. So you grapple him with your legs, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. Anything else? All right.
He's just now grappled.
As he sees you got him grappled, and he's going to kind of like push across his face as he wipes a mixture of his own spittle and blood across. And he's just going to and he just drops to the floor with a fist, like he's just going to fall to the ground with you.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Mama.
It's gonna be 9 bludgeoning. As he just like, all right, you got me, and so he kind of falls on you and just full force throws his fist into you. You hear what sounds like a whimper coming from this guy over here as he sees that.
Yep. So, beginning my turn, that's a knee to the gut.
Come on, Tosh.
And as I'm getting up, I kind of grab onto him, Is he on the floor now with me or no?
Yeah, he's on the floor with you.
Which means I get advantage.
He's kind of landed on top of you, essentially.
Okay. So technically, we're both prone. I'm gonna this attack is on advantage, and I'm gonna try to hit him in the spine.
Wait, I'm sorry. What you said? It's at advantage
because we're both prone, or no?
Well, you're at disadvantage because you're prone, but you're at advantage because he's prone. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Okay. Well, yeah. 7 misses. God damn it, Josh.
Hit him.
Yeah, you're trying to hook him, but he's like right on top of you, wrestling around. It's hard to get a good shot in.
Sounds good.
All right, he's good.
And like I said, if he hits, shield.
Okay, he can't really. He just can't really. You guys' arms are tangled up, so he's gonna try and as he's on top of you, gonna try and pull a knee and kind of kick you in the side of your stomach.
That misses.
But you kind of you're able to kind of see it coming and dodge out of the way. All right, Vintash.
At this point, I'm gonna need to knuck up, but it's gonna hurt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've managed to reflect his, and then with the opening, as you kind of stretch him out, you bring your own knee up into his gut.
And then as my knee goes down, I'm gonna.
As you smell suddenly an awful smell from inside of his mouth again. As he's like.
And as he does that, I'm gonna try to close his mouth with my elbowing him to the head.
Okay.
That's gonna be upper.
Ooh.
Come on, please end it with that.
You just shatter his teeth as you uppercut him with your elbow.
Fucking kill this. He's gonna drown in his own vomit.
You see his face just, and everything goes flying out to the side, over this direction, and then he just collapses just on the ground. He's still half on top of you, but his face just unconscious on the ground.
I was gonna jump off the ropes and everything, but this guy just had to be a drunken master.
Vintash, I think you murdered him.
He's fine.
Yeah, you see, he is still breathing as you guys do that.
I put him in the safety position.
Yeah, and you see some of the guards will kind of the people here are going to kind of drag him over and kind of throw some water on him. They're they don't want to touch him, so they kind of just take the bucket and throw it in his face. Kind of,
I feel like this was Vintash's duel the noble moment.
Gregor is going to, he kind of jumps up on the ring. He's like, our winner, the newcomer, Tosh! And you hear half the people, this guy over here is very ecstatic. He's going to walk up to you and, first he's going to go around and he'll collect all the things like that. So, as he's doing that, what were the rest of you guys doing? Were you just watching the fight while that was going on?
Yep. We weren't doing anything effective or helpful.
No.
Walter, were you having any conversation over here?
I was going to try to talk to her more.
Sure, while Vintash and them are beating each other up, you guys can be talking. She'll ask, she says, so, are you, might I presume with your knowledge that and being out here means only one of a couple of things, and I'd wager that means you're an adventurer.
I'm traveling with a group of people. Some things we're working on. We're out here. Also I'm interested in the environment, so try to keep an eye out for anything
for the environment
situations that are going on.
Always the environment.
Always.
But since I heard from our bartender over here that you had an also practitioner as well.
What was the last thing you said, Devin? I think you cut out.
Oh, I heard from the bartender that you have an employer that's a practitioner at Wales.
Yes, I work for the wizard Weirding himself, of whom the town is named. I am his apprentice. In fact, if you and your fellows are willing, he always is happy to meet adventurers, powerful adventurers. He's always got a task or two that they may be able to hire them for, or at least he wants to check in, especially if they're coming through to visit his town.
I'll check in with my compatriots about that. That sounds I do have a question. Uh, have you seen a Kenku around here within 10 days or so?
He kind of leans back and says, "Can't say that I've seen a Kenku. That would have been quite the sight. But it is possible that if the Kenku was in the city, I didn't. Do spend a lot of the time at the manor."
Well, I'll let some people be able to help lawyer out with a couple of and that.
Okay.
Seen any tabaxi either?
She says, no. Wait, no, there was a tabaxi, but that was at least 10 days ago. Um, there was also an adventurer came to see the wizard, um, but ultimately didn't work out, I guess, and left.
Well, nice meeting you.
Of course, it's a pleasure, Wilder. All right. So as Gregor comes over, he's like, "All right, Nader, you won. So I guess we'll call it a square." And he puts a bunch of gold. He says, and Nature says, "Is there any more fights tonight? I'm now that I have a bit of coin, I'm sure I can win on the next one too. I think I feel my luck changing."
Oh no, honey.
Gregor is like, "Yeah, I think we got one more fight coming up."
I squint eyes at him.
Vintash is like, yeah, there's one more fight between me and you.
Come see me when I'll let you know once we have it going. And so he comes over and he's going to kind of step up there, and he kind of looks like he's counting, and he says, "All right, here's your cut," and he hands you 12 gold pieces and 8 silver.
Okay. He's like, I can see why he was your champion.
Yeah, he's good. He had a little too much to drink, it looks like, tonight.
If anything, you probably should have given him more.
Says, "Maybe." And he heads back. Good. If you want any more work, feel free to come by.
I'll think about it.
My cut?
Oh yeah. He'll come by and he'll afterwards he'll come by and pay you guys. Well, you bet on the other guy, right?
Jackson bet on the other guy. I bet 2
Yeah.
gold on Vintash.
And then I bet 5 silver on Vintash.
So he'll come and collect from Jackson, and then he'll pay you guys the amount.
Lincoln didn't bet because he's a good noodle.
Yeah, and then he'll head over. So
by the way, how much did I get for the last fight? I bet 1 gold on the guard.
Also, how much did we get? Do we just break even or do we double?
You bet on the guard?
Yeah, last one.
You would have won 2 gold. It was just that was the guard was the favorite.
Yeah, so it's double what you put in.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, with so for Huntar and Damalia, you would have won double what you put in. Yeah,
Okay.
Sorry, you said that's what you said it right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
all right, so I got 4 gold from that.
Who else is fighting?
Actually, so actually, before we continue on from here, why don't we go ahead and give it a call there? I just looked at the time and see it's a little late, so
All right.
we'll pick this up next week.
It's only 1:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
112. Try again.
So
He doesn't have his glasses on.
it's
I
a very
don't,
good.
true.
So we'll pick it up there. We'll pick it up next time as you guys are here in the bar as Vintash has successfully beat and become the new kind of champion, at least for the night, here in Weird.
Sorry for taking up most of the time, guys.
No,
It's okay.
you guys had you guys have some good leads or possible leads, and things that you can do. So we'll follow up on that next time. So thank you everybody watching on stream. And be sure to check in next week. You can follow our adventures every Saturday night. You can also check out our past adventures. They are uploaded on our YouTube channel, which are linked below. Episode 4 is now available. Finally, that was the one where we had a lot of technical difficulties with that, but I was able to I finally got it edited and pieced together. So episode 4 is now up, and the I think 5 through 9 are going to also be coming up this week. So you can, if you want to binge and catch up, you can. Um, Otherwise, we also stream on Sunday mornings. We do Adventures Leagues games during that time. Feel free to stop by and thank you. Check all the links, and if you want to come play, check the links below to join the Discord. All right, thank you very much, stream. See you next week.
Adios.
Nice. See ya, everyone.
Bet on Vintash. Buy Laserdisc.